Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you got to pay for this treatment and a hotel and food. And
Sure.
Jeez. High roller over there.
Yeah.
Jet setter.
No, it's just
look at you.
It's part of my health regimen.
That's dedication, I'll tell you that, though.
It helps to keep me on track.
Do you feel great?
I feel very good, yes.
Yeah. Good for you. Good for you.
Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay.
That's exactly how I feel.
My, what a wonderful day.
I'm clicking my heels.
Robin, do you think if you didn't have some money, you know,
I'd be dying, yes. I'd be dead.
You couldn't stick to this regimen without, you know, the luxurious part of it that you'd give yourself, like.
Well, that's, you know, it's a nice perk.
Yeah.
But
it's harder when you're poor to keep
That's
up.
right. I agree with you 100%. Don't the rich look better?
Yes.
Yesterday, Robin and Beth threw a baby shower for Tony. Tony's the girl who cuts my hair.
Yeah.
And, you know, works here at, you know, dialing me up before every show for the TV show.
She's here every morning, yeah.
Yeah, she's having a fourth kid. Jeez.
I know. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
And her others
And she's having a boy.
Her youngest is 9.
Yeah, she's got 3 boys. She's having another boy.
I know.
Yeah.
Her youngest is 9?
Her youngest is 9.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think, I think Tony thinks you threw the whole party on your own because...
No. I wanted her to know. And I thought she did know because Beth has been talking to her, too.
No, because she you know me, I expected to hear like, oh, thank you.
Oh, dear. I will have to make sure that she knows that.
She knows now, I'm sure. She's probably listening.
Because, yes, Beth and I threw it together.
Yeah. Then I got irked.
Why?
You know me, everything irks me. But I don't even know if I should bring this up.
What?
That always means you should bring it up.
All right, I'll bring it up. Okay.
Totally curious now.
All right. So, like, Beth came back from the party that you guys had and, you know, had a lovely time. It was great.
It was a real fun time, yeah.
And she's very fond of you and, you know, all that.
She's a great person. I was going to say that to you this morning. She really is.
She really is.
A super woman.
Yeah. I feel so bad for her that she's with me.
No, I feel good for you.
Yeah. No, I'm saying I feel bad for her, though.
No, I feel good for both of you because
really?
she thinks you're okay.
Yeah.
She's under some delusion.
Well, she's had a strange upbringing.
Maybe, you know, it's that Stockholm Syndrome, but it's working for her.
It is Stockholm Syndrome. You hit it on the head. Very, very smart.
Now, you two are very lucky to have each other.
Yes. Yes, we are. I feel very blessed.
Yes, you are.
Anyway, this is so silly, and I shouldn't bring it up, but you know, I told Gary about it, and I said, you know, I'm never going to say anything about this.
Ooh, this is intriguing.
Gary goes, well, if it's, you know, if it does bother you, should bring it up.
What happened?
Well, no. It's so silly, really. It's my hang-up.
All right.
So Beth said, oh, Doug Goodstein showed up at the baby shower. I go, what? No, but this isn't what bothered me.
Okay, I was going to say, that can't be your problem.
I go, Doug Goodstein showed up at the baby shower? I go, isn't it for ladies? And she goes, no, it was cute. He brought by Audrey, you know, they have a baby, blah, 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 blah. And I said, oh, yeah. And she said, oh, and Doug said he took the cutest picture of Audrey sitting in your chair.
Oh, no.
And sitting in my chair.
She was at the console.
Here at the console.
You mean here?
So I started to get...
here in the studio.
Yeah, so I started to get really bummed out. Like, I got really crazy. And Beth goes, what are you kidding? I go,
you know, that was a discussion at the table. Does Howard know, or should anybody let Howard know?
Well, wait. And so Beth was saying, oh, he took the cute. She wasn't doing it to rile me up.
No.
But she should know I'm crazy.
But that's what we were saying. You are crazy.
Yeah. So I said to Beth, I said, you know, it's making me nuts that someone would do that. And I go, I know, like Johnny Carson or something. Like, I'm sure people who worked on the show used to sit in his chair and take a picture and all that. But so Gary even said to me, he goes, well, what bothers you about it? I guess, he says, what if Doug had asked you, can I take a picture of my kid in the chair? I would have said, go right ahead. He goes, oh, you weren't asked. I go, that's the problem.
Is it that?
Yeah, I think you say to someone, do you think, Howard, would you mind? I don't, but that kind of stuff bugs me, and I'm going to let it go. But
well, it's one thing if it was your personal office.
I know it's our set, so to speak, but I sit here every day, and it's sort of my thing.
I mean, and you know Doug was completely respectful. It's not like Cabby having sex on your console. Right.
He
just let his daughters, his little baby daughter.
I'm just telling you how sick I get.
Well, I'm telling you, Doug and
Marlo
and a bunch of other people who were there, we were like, uh-oh.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, we did an uh-oh when we saw the picture.
You want my opinion on this? Do you care?
By the way, this is not a big deal. I never would have brought it up, but I do, and I love Doug.
Well, you brought it up. So
all right, go ahead.
Go ahead. What do you have to say?
I don't think Doug did anything wrong, and I think you're overreacting.
Okay. All right.
Just because it's Doug, he's 14 years he's been there.
I know.
It's I think
someone told me Audrey seemed to have a cold yesterday.
Oh, no, she didn't. No. She did not. She was fine.
Well, then, it was spreading germs.
Where is Doug? I mean, couldn't he have just said, hey, Howard, would you mind if I took a picture in your chair? I don't know. Maybe I'm being a control freak.
Because I'm sitting here thinking, I think I let my nephew do that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So.
I mean, technically, this is a TV set, and Doug's the producer of our TV show.
It's just that, honestly, sometimes I come in here, and my equipment has been with, and I don't think it's intentional, but all you have to do is brush up against one of these buttons, and I'm screwed. I mean, it takes me forever to get it back the way it was. I mean, it is a technical... That's
annoying.
I mean, it's a work-related
But he didn't let Audrey fool around with the dials and the knobs.
I don't know. Who knows?
Some people are
at least she didn't in the pictures.
Little children are attracted to lights and things, and they touch things. Who needs it? Who needs the aggravation?
Oh, my.
I don't know. You're right. You're absolutely right. It's no big deal.
Your shrink's going to earn his money this week.
No. I'm not even going to bring it up.
I think you should.
I think you have to.
No. Hey, listen, you two, leave me alone. Artie, tell me what I should bring up to my shrink. You go to a shrink and tell me what you bring up.
Yeah, why don't you go to a shrink, Artie?
I'm in the middle of learning shit, my sessions. I want to get out of it so bad.
No, you still have to stay.
I know.
Just this alone says you need to be there.
Doug, couldn't I just been asked? I mean, is that crazy? I mean, honestly, I love you and it's no big deal, but what? Why couldn't somebody just say to me, hey, do you mind? I think it's Howard's chair. I'll ask if I can use it.
That's crazy.
Why?
It's a little kid. She's not touching anything.
No, I know, but why? But why not just say, hey, Like, why, if it's no big deal, like, why even have her in the chair?
Because it was cute. I brought my daughter to work for the first time.
But, like, why not put her in your chair where you work?
We did that.
Well, she did that, too. She ran the controls for the TV show and all that stuff.
Good.
It was a fun day. It was a second...
It was fun for you. The kid doesn't know that. The kid doesn't know anything about me or my chair.
It was just a cute picture, Howard. Come on.
It's fun for you.
It's not going anywhere but my personal stuff. She didn't get any germs. She didn't touch anything.
It's fun for you. In other words, the kid doesn't care to be in my chair.
Honestly, this is crazy. This is a little obsessive. All right. It really is.
All right.
I mean, it's crazy.
Okay, I'm crazy.
It's like it's no different than the cleaning lady touching your chair.
Yeah, but how about, hey, Howard... Well, you see what it is?
No, I get your point.
But then what happens is people don't know the line anymore. Like, okay, you use it. You're my guy.
I know the line.
Yeah, but
I didn't do
no, you understand. When you do it now, is it okay if the interns bring their little nieces and stuff and stick them in the chair?
That's different. I don't think an intern would do that. I feel a little more
maybe they would. Maybe they'll say, hey, we saw Doug do it.
I just wanted to take a picture of it on the set, in your chair.
That's how you do this, Doug.
Yeah, but maybe.
But I'm not. I didn't hide it. It's not like I did.
Let me ask you, is this a thing that everyone should be allowed to do? Follow my logic for a second, okay? I'm wrong. I'm crazy, okay? All right. Like, why not put Audrey on the Sybian?
Dude.
Oh.
Seriously. I mean, that's
so
fun.
stupid.
She didn't know the difference. I mean,
Sal's kids loved it.
Yeah. Is it?
That's it. Sal's
Well, that's
retarded.
true.
I'm
Sal
not.
did do that
Is
with
it
his kids.
something that everyone, let's say...
This is crazy.
Let's say Jason.
Do you agree, Robin?
Let's say Jason.
Artie, do you agree this is crazy?
Okay, it's crazy. But let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about it. Stay with my craziness. Stay with my craziness.
But say that everybody gave you the benefit of the doubt and said, oh, he wouldn't have this problem.
If Doug came to me and said, hey, I'm going to put Audrey in your chair and take pictures.
You would have been all right.
I would have been fine, Doug. Go ahead. It's just sort of a courtesy that I'm talking about.
I absolutely agree with you, but I really didn't think I was doing anything that would be that disrespectful.
But this is your work. I mean, he works inside.
He works here.
Little baby. She was there for She was in the chair for 2 seconds at the most.
So if Jason
took a picture.
If Jason comes in with his little nephew, let's say.
Yeah.
Is it okay for him to shove him in the chair?
I don't think that's a big deal at all.
No big deal. Okay, fine.
I really don't.
In other words, he doesn't have to ask permission either.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well,
no one's doing anything to dirty up or put germs or
you're all right with it. In other words,
you're saying buttons. Or
no, even though Howard's upset by it, we know that.
Stupid bit. You just
no. I'm being serious.
This is crazy.
All right, let's drop it. Forget it. Okay.
Everybody
feel free. Everybody feel free. Doug says. Doug says I shouldn't be upset. So I'm not upset. Doug says it's okay. So everybody feel free to just pose in my chair.
Boy, oh boy.
If Fred's daughter, would you be upset?
If he didn't ask me?
Yeah. Fred.
Yeah, I'd be a little bothered if Fred didn't say. Like, I think Fred would, though. Fred would say to me, hey, Howard, if you mind if I use this for a photo shoot?
The difference is, Doug, I probably wouldn't do it anyway.
Right, that's true.
Because you want to know something? Because this is what's going to happen.
Because he's not. No,
this is what's going to happen, dude.
That's not the reason. I'll tell you why Fred wouldn't do it. I'll tell you why Fred wouldn't do it.
Because even though he says he wouldn't be bugged, he'd be bugged.
He'd be
bugged. You're fooling yourself if you're saying you wouldn't be bugged. Fred, you would be bugged.
Okay, fine.
So Fred would not do it because you would be bugged.
No,
because
here's the
thing. Fred would not do it because
I don't want to bug him. I don't want to get him upset.
I know that.
He's a germphobe, and God forbid my kid is sick and he gets sick from that.
If he was a normal human being, you wouldn't have had an issue with it.
I'm not going to use that word, normal or not normal. Who knows what's normal here?
No, can I say something, Fred? You wouldn't do it also. You're not one of these freaks who, and Doug is one of these. With the camera, every minute with the camera. This guy, with the camera. Yeah,
oh my God,
put your camera down.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know if Doug is a freak, but I certainly don't.
You know what? It would never even be
I'm not as
important to me
obsessive about photographs as Doug is.
Can I say something? It would never be important to me to put my kid in somebody's chair.
You know what? Me too.
Yeah, I know that about you.
I don't quite understand that. I understand why some people.
He's a nut.
But you know what?
You're nuts. I don't put my kids in somebody's chair.
Wait a minute.
It's not my
place. Did your father take you to his recording studio and record you and save it?
Yes.
It was because why?
He owned the recording studio.
That's the difference.
He wanted to take you to work, show you what he did.
It's not the same.
And give you a memory of it.
It's not the same.
It is the same.
No. That was my dad's recording studio. It was his property to do with it.
This is Doug's work environment.
No, this chair is not Doug's.
Oh
no, it's not.
This is my chair.
I didn't walk in the studio.
I bought it.
It's Doug's.
I had my camera on me, as I always do.
That chair should be fixed.
I have no problem with it, but just ask.
That chair's a mess.
Doug, here's my shirt. Why don't you blow your nose in it?
I will.
I wouldn't put my child in that chair. It looks diseased.
All right, so when your kid was in here, why didn't you change your child's diaper in my bathroom?
I did, actually.
Yeah, you did.
I left the diaper there for you.
But why wouldn't you use my private bathroom?
Toilet seat. What?
What if Audrey had to go to the bathroom? Why not use my private bathroom?
Stop it.
No, really, why not?
There's no comparison. I didn't come in here saying, let's go in there and take a picture in Howard's seat. We walked in, I had my camera on me, and I took...
Let me ask you what's over the line. Would it be inappropriate for your daughter to take a picture in my chair and maybe hold my megaphone? Would that be inappropriate?
Yeah, that's your...
Oh, that's my megaphone. Oh, I see. So the megaphone
I wouldn't want her germs. I wouldn't want your germs on my daughter.
No. Let me see. Why can't she hold the megaphone then?
Because she doesn't hold megaphones. It's too...
But let's say she was strong enough to hold the megaphone.
Silly.
All right. Could she hold the megaphone?
This is crazy.
Have you had your daughters come in and sit at the console?
No.
You have to.
Never.
Oh, stop.
0 times.
Oh,
well, they've
I
also
can't
been
believe
here twice in 14 years I've been here.
They've been here.
They've been here, and I know you must have taken them behind the console to show them where, and even sat them on your lap.
0 times.
Yes, you did.
0. No.
I know you did.
During the show.
During the show, but you
I'm
still
doing
did
the show.
It. Oh, my God.
It's my stuff.
Oh, my
This is nuts.
Let me ask you.
I do get your initial point, but I don't think it's a big deal.
No, I don't share anything.
You have not passed that.
You know the game Marbles? I owned all of them. I won them or figured out a way to get them all. You're asking me if I shared? I can't remember my sister being in the house. I wouldn't even share my parents with her. I don't share. Sharing is a concept I don't learn.
You missed that developmental milestone.
Right. Now, here's my point. It's really just a thing where you say to someone, hey, I'm going to put them in your chair. It's Howard's chair. So therefore, it's my possession. Howard's chair.
So do you think Doug should have called you?
No. I think he could have even said to Gary, do you think it'd be okay? Or, Doug doesn't even have to ask Gary. He could have just said to me, hey, my daughter's coming in today. I'm going to put her in your chair.
Let me ask you something. The set of Star Trek, okay?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Captain Kirk's chair.
Right.
You don't think 1 million people wanted to have their picture taken in Captain Kirk's chair?
Sure. Why not let everyone do it?
And should everybody have asked?
Yes. They should ask the producer.
William Shatner?
No, not Shatner.
Or who should they ask?
It's not Shatner's
chair. If you
chair.
work there every day,
and
you bring your kid to work, who do you ask? I want to put my kid on the set
for the Star Trek?
And take their picture, yes.
They should have gone to the producer, Gene Roddenberry.
Yeah.
That's his set.
Uh-huh.
And say, Mr. Roddenberry, is it okay if I put my daughter in?
And there was nobody who could sort of just say, nobody's on the set today. I'm bringing my kids to just see the set.
That's right.
And I'm going to take a picture in Captain Kirk's chair.
Wow.
Nobody had the right to do that.
Wow. I can't go on set and use it for my own purposes.
It wasn't even a thought in my head to come in here and take a picture. If I had the thought, I would have said
you had the thought.
No, I really didn't.
I know you. You
by the
love
way,
pictures.
That is your chair. I do love pictures. I've taken like 5,000 of them in a year.
I know. Every minute
There's nothing wrong.
Pictures.
What's wrong with that?
It's too many. Go live your life. Stop with the camera every minute.
That is live my life. He loves documenting your life.
No, not his life is the daughter. His life is putting his daughter in different situations where you can take a picture of her.
That's retarded.
Was she Heidi Klum? Go live your life.
I live my life. I take pictures.
Jeez.
You take lots. That is your chair, Howard, but you're sitting on a towel that is property of the television show.
All right, so take it away.
I put her on the television show.
Never sit on the towel.
Just kidding. I'm stretching.
No, it's no big deal. Let's never bring it up again, but...
Well, I'm glad you said this, because I wouldn't have known that it was that...
Where is the cutoff, Robin? In other words...
I wouldn't have known that this was an issue.
Which people should be allowed to bring, willy-nilly, no permission, come into my studio and bring their children from posing for pictures? I
would have imagined that the guys who come in here and dress the set, this is their set. It's a television set.
No, first of all, it's Sirius's property. This is a radio set.
No, this is, it's a joint venture.
Right. They help and design
everything
and
in
build.
So you know what? Rob Jacobson is allowed to do that then. Okay? Doug didn't put up a dime. Listen, let me tell you something. And I don't mean to belabor this point. I really don't.
28 minutes later.
We just got a question.
I love Doug.
I don't know if Robin really did this. I don't know if this is true or not, but suppose her nephew did sit there.
Yeah.
Will you be mad at Robin?
Look, I think Robin should say to me, hey, Howard, do you mind if my nephew sits in the chair? I think she should. I think and she would.
People work me forever, and Robin...
I think I did that.
You did?
I think I did.
I'm a little shocked.
Your nephew taking pictures in the chair? I think I remember that.
I think I did.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying. So who's the cutoff?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was breaching protocol.
Who is the cutoff then? In other words, let's say...
I think once you get down to the first floor and just people walking by... No.
So, in other words, do you think Scott Greenstein, who's the head of programming, he should be allowed to come in here whenever he wants and take pictures with whoever he wants in my chair? Why not? Why not?
Because he doesn't work in here. He doesn't know this environment.
He's the pro head. He's hired me.
He should ask Gary or someone to escort him in.
But Doug doesn't have to.
Doug works here. Doug has a million reasons to be in the studio.
Okay. All right. So, in other words, Scott Greenstein can't, but Doug can.
It's just that Doug...
Now, what about the interns? The interns work in here. They're in here. What about your intern?
They're not allowed in here except for a couple.
Oh, no, they are.
Wait a minute, excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. They're allowed in here.
Not all
interns,
of them.
feel free.
Not all of them are allowed in here.
All right.
And they are temporary workers.
Artie,
so
interns should be allowed?
No, definitely not.
Okay, so what about...
that is a lie.
What about J.D.? J.D. allowed to bring in his nephews and pose in the chair and take pictures? He's allowed.
J.D. in the chair.
Crazy.
No, come on.
J.D. looks a little sick.
What about that? Is J.D. allowed to sit in the chair and take pictures of himself?
No.
Why not? Why not? Why do you think it's wrong for him to do that? What is the reason for that?
I think he should ask, because this is not his work environment.
Oh, you mean it's Doug's work environment, but not J.D.'s? J.D.'s in here more than Doug.
Doug's set.
Robin, would you be upset if anyone sat in your chair that works here? Artie, would you? Fred, would you? Ben?
The only person I was ever upset with was Daniel Carver. I didn't want Daniel Carver in my chair or my room.
Oh, why?
That was it.
Why?
Why?
Big deal.
I was afraid.
Selfish.
So, Howard, how about this?
Do whatever you want, Doug.
People like to take pictures, we'll get a replacement chair.
No.
You know, sort of like the fake Stanley Cup.
No, Doug, you feel free to do whatever you want. You never have to ask my permission.
That's not...
You have carte blanche on my life.
Howard, I have very good judgment. I didn't think this was anything but a bad that related to bad
no big
judgment
deal.
call.
I never would have brought it up, but
you're obsessed.
I'm glad you brought it up, because now I know I will never, ever, 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 ever do that again.
No.
In fact, I don't even think we should look at you.
No, Doug, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, hey, out of respect, you say, hey, you mind if I use this for a photo shoot?
Point taken, but I really didn't think this was a big shoot.
Sure it is. It's a photo shoot.
It wasn't a photo shoot.
Sure it is.
Stop it.
It was a picture of his daughter.
In my chair.
I'm going to frame this picture.
What is so special about my chair?
Can we see that picture?
It wasn't your... It was... This is a... It's, it looked like a spaceship. It's an interesting picture.
No. That's not why he wanted it.
I'm
gonna frame it and send it to you.
Because it's a power trip. This is what I can get away with.
Oh my God!
What made the chair special? Hold it. Excuse me. What made the chair special?
Because it's the commander's chair.
It's Howard Stern's chair.
Not the Howard Stern's chair.
Yes.
That's the flagship.
So ask Howard Stern.
Just like Captain Kirk's chair.
See.
That's where all the controls
Captain Kirk is a fake character. I'm a real human being. It's like Doug here takes...
Nobody wanted to sit in Gene Roddenberry's chair.
Do you have any Japanese blood in you? You're like a Japanese tourist.
I think I do. Hey, Howard, how about this?
Yeah.
If you were
do whatever you want, Doug. Don't ask my permission now. Cat's out of the bag, pal.
The cat was never hidden, pal.
Cat's out of the bag.
If you were in here...
Beth said she saw the cutest picture, or she said, oh, it's so cute. And I started going berserk, and Beth goes, oh my God.
Did she say, Howard, you're crazy? Go see
she said, how dare you? She goes, it's no big deal. I go, to me, it's a big deal. I got to tell you.
If I asked you... If someone asked you to put their...
So JD can't... Oh, stick with me, Doug. I want to talk directly to you, not to Robin. Okay. All right, because she's your lawyer.
Oh, this is crazy.
Let me ask something directly to you.
To Robin. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, this is the guy in the middle of 9/11. He stole cameras to take pictures of the World Trade Center.
I didn't steal cameras.
He stole a camera.
Stop it.
You didn't?
Stole a camera?
No.
Didn't he break into a store?
I broke into a store to feed firemen.
There aren't other stores you could walk to and make...
No,
that's what I did. I bought food uptown and walked downtown with it.
He had to take pictures, though.
Why would you let the food spoil in those stores?
I fed like 300 firemen. Let's not get into this.
All right.
And there was a store that the firemen and cops broke the window, and we used that store.
Well, they're firemen and cops. Food. You're needed.
Yeah, and they put us. They broke it for us. For the group
all right,
of people.
listen to me.
Stop it.
Here, stay with me on this. JD, so JD...
Go take more pictures, Doug.
JD cannot take a picture of
Well, that was me. You could ask him.
I'm asking Doug. What do you think? JD's niece comes in.
He should be able to.
He should be able to. Sure. He can walk in here, put his niece in the chair, and start taking pictures.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a familiarity thing, you know. It's like, who do you know? JD's a guy you know.
I'm not okay with any of this.
He's not okay with you sitting in the chair.
Listen, I know, but you must have hammered something home to me because I tell the people to go nowhere near that chair.
No, I mean, it's just like, you know, it's not, using Robin's analogy of the Star Trek set is not the case. This is not the Star Trek. This is something that I sit at. I'm Howard Stern. I'm not a character. I'm a guy.
Right.
And I'm just saying, you know, out of respect to me, I think, you know, someone would say,
Let me ask Doug. Doug.
Yes.
Could I sit in, or even 𝗦𝗵ici𝘄's chair? Those are the chairs where the work is done, where the controls are run. Can I sit in
yes, you can,
Can
Robin.
I sit my niece or nephew
Absolutely.
in 𝗦𝗵ici𝘄's chair and take a picture?
Absolutely.
Wait, I have a question for Doug.
Yes. Oh, God.
No, seriously, a friend of yours comes and visits the studio and wants to sit in Howard's chair. Do you
friend?
Let him? No, a friend.
No, he would put it.
I've had that.
What's the difference?
So
you know how many people
basically,
I've had in the studio giving tours? I've never put someone in your chair.
Why don't we let homeless people sleep in my chair during the night?
So my daughter's a homeless kid.
No, I'm saying, look, man, I'm saying, what is the difference between your daughter, you know, the Christ child, and your friend? I don't understand. Why not?
Because it's his daughter.
It's my daughter. She didn't touch anything. I put her in there for 2 seconds to get a cute picture. Period. End of story.
All right. Okay, so I'm wrong. What can I say? I apologize.
You know what? Since this is such a lucrative and amazing thing to do,
right.
I think we ought to auction off the opportunity.
Yeah, right.
For charity.
Yes, we ought to make a lot of money.
Marianne from Brooklyn, you're on the air.
Howard, 99% of the time I agree with you, but I am totally surprised. It's Doug. And you know what, Howard? It's
I love Doug.
Kid, and it's a chair. It's a freaking chair.
All right. No one has to. By the way, I want to say something. Marianne's right. Don't ask my permission to sit my... Anybody wants to sit it? Artie, come here.
By the way, this is the first time Marianne from Brooklyn has ever disagreed with me.
That's true.
Well, okay, I'm wrong. Marianne, you know what? You're the voice of sanity. You're right.
Is that the voice of sanity?
Anyone needs to sit here.
Nobody's ever sitting there again. I didn't know you had an issue with that.
If Doug would have asked you, you would have still had a hit.
No, never. Never. Doug, if Doug asked me for the world, he could have.
He would have said no.
No,
I love
said
Doug.
yes. Of course you would have said yes. And then you would have given me the same rap. And you would
No.
Well, you know what he would have done? He would have gone home and complained about it, never complained
First
about
of all,
it here.
I don't even understand wanting to put your kid in my chair. It's unthinkable.
All right, I'll give you another
Why would I waste a minute of my life doing that?
Another analogy. You see the space shuttle. Do you want to sit in the captain's seat? Of course you do.
I don't.
Did anyone else here
But
ever
I would ask NASA's permission if I did.
Certainly, because you can't get to it.
I saw that on the Three Stooges. They ended up accidentally hitting something going off into space.
Yeah.
Howard, I don't know if this is...
Who's in the rocket ship? The Three Stooges.
They're morons.
I don't know if it's ever happened, but I wonder if there's anyone else who's ever put their kid in your chair that
I don't
works
know.
here. I don't know.
Because you
Maybe
know
they
what?
want to come in.
You want to know something?
You might have broken ground.
Nobody seems to need to ask me. How would I know? I'd be the last to know. Why would somebody ask me about my chair?
It's one thing, Howard, if you caught me, but I wasn't like I masqueraded.
Caught you?
You weren't trying to sneak it in.
Right, I wasn't trying to sneak it. It's a...
All right. What do I know?
This is crazy.
And,
would you put Bianca in your chair?
But I wish you had told us beforehand that you were that sensitive about someone sitting at the console and not touching anything. I can understand touching something, but not touching anything.
Let me tell you something. All the years I know you, I've never had a desire to go sit in your chair or pose my kids in it.
There's nothing over here.
Right. That's right.
There's a control panel. It looks cool.
Howard, when you and Beth have a kid, will you put the kid in the chair?
We're not having a kid.
That was funny. That was funny.
Okay.
If one of your kids were here and sat in the chair, would you get mad?
No, it's my chair, it's my kid.
Oh, all right.
It's different. My kids are my kids.
No,
right.
He actually lets them touch the controls.
In other words, I'm asking myself permission.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
But to be very respectful of your things and just sit in your chair for a second.
Well, Doug, where's your car parked? I want to have my kids sitting there.
It's not the same as your car.
Come on.
Why not?
And as long as your kids don't drive
this is my car.
I think it would be fine.
Not a problem. Anyone, anywhere, anyhow associated could do anything they want to any of my things.
Let me tell you something.
Except on my bed.
I don't want my kids' sitting in the chair. Like ask my permission.
One generation removed, they can't sit in
Like
the
my
chair.
kid said, oh, you know what we did today? We went over to the studio and took pictures in your chair.
It's got to be direct.
Ask me. Ask me. My chair.
All right, we got it. We hear you
I know
loud
boundaries.
and clear.
What if you were in here and Audrey came in with me during the show and I said, can you take a picture with her and put her on your lap? Would you have freaked out?
I would never do that.
I would never ask you. I'm just curious. I would never ask you.
I don't want to hold. You know what?
Let me ask you something.
I wouldn't ask you.
People who want you to hold their kids.
Well, the president is crazy. The president thing is crazy.
Yeah. Handing your child to a tourist stranger.
That's your child. Enjoy your child.
I think that's bizarre.
I don't need to enjoy your child.
Let me ask you something. Can they sit on the couch, or should they not be in here at all?
They should ask Gary.
Did you get any pictures on the couch?
No, I wouldn't put her on the couch.
Why?
Because
you know what happens on that couch?
It's disgusting and dirty, and there's naked porn stars who sit on there. I wouldn't put her on there.
Oh, I see. You respect the couch more than you respect me.
No, I respect you because you're a clean person.
I see.
See? You're looking at it the wrong way.
But he wouldn't be if he tolerated this behavior.
Let me ask you other things, okay? Could they take something off that shelf, like the Gary puppet or the Jackie puppet, and hold it and take a picture?
No.
You don't want anything touched?
I don't.
Well, how about sitting attachments?
Just making sure.
Why not put your kid in Mel Karmazin's chair and let her sit behind that power
Because I don't work in Mel Karmazin's office area.
You work in this building. Go into Mel's office and
But do you think, please, Doug, put your child on my desk.
Nothing about Mel's chair that makes a difference than any other desk.
That's right.
I took my daughter for the first time to where I work in the studio.
Yeah. And so she ends up
when she came into my office the first time, I took a picture. She took a picture of my office.
Hey, Howard, do you mind if I do this? I don't know. It's just respectful. It's respectful.
It's not disrespectful what I did. It's just not. Go to the phones. Just randomly take the calls.
You know what? It doesn't matter. He has a problem with it.
Yeah, but I'm fine. It's
no, you're
no big deal. Actually, go ahead.
You're not well
Go ahead. You do whatever you want. I don't care. Doesn't seem to matter anymore what I think.
Stop that. Oh, my God.
Yeah, actually.
Hey, man, dude, this makes funny radio, man, but you are a crazy motherfucker.
Am I, Oxley? Let me ask you something. Oxley, should you be able to bring your kid in here and take pictures?
Hey, tell Gary to let me have it more in the studio, and I'll do more of that than that to your chair.
That's what I mean.
Drop a big load on there.
Great.
Yeah, we're not letting Oxley in.
Well, I guess that'll be next. Thank you. God. Some guy did that already, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Everything's loosey-goosey around here.
Howard, I've been here 14 years. Name one.
Bring in a tour.
Name one other incident that I've disrespected you in the least bit. Zero.
You don't ever disrespect me. You're a very hard worker and a very talented guy. And I do love you, and this is not a major deal. It's just something I thought I'd bring it up. I thought I'd bring it up. It's a little disrespectful.
No, it's not.
A little bit.
A little.
Tim will tell you.
No, he'll tell you you're crazy.
No.
Tim will never do that.
No, I'm going to tell you something. The other day, Gary and I and Tracy and Laura went through the list of people who have access to the studio and to the compound. And we went through and took off everybody that we felt that has no business being back here.
Right.
And I hope that everybody at Sirius that works here listens to this because they come in here, they think it's a big joke.
Yes, they do.
Stay the out.
Right. Yeah,
Can we have that list of people?
Well, now you better put Doug on that list.
No, wait a second. You made a good point because, I said to Beth after this, she said to me the other day, she goes, have you seen Ross lately? I said, no, I rarely run. I see Ross in the hall, but I don't make a point of standing and talking to him because I said, so many people like to be in our area every day when we're here at work. I said, it makes me crazy. I want it clear to work. I want just a strict working environment. So if I make a big party here, it becomes...
Oh, if you stood and talked to Ross for a second in the hall, it would be a party?
No. I purposely send out the vibe.
It's a party.
I send out the vibe that this is a place of work. This is
not a clubhouse.
It's not a clubhouse.
Have you seen like a clubhouse?
Yes, when we first started here, it became a zoo out there. And I couldn't walk back and forth to my office.
How did they get in?
What?
How did they get in?
I can tell you.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people when we first started, press people, technical people, security people, and that were on this huge list. And Tim and I and Tracy and Laura, we cut that list down, and we were getting complaint calls. We could even put a time on what time you're allowed in the studio, and we gave people a time, and like after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you can't go in the studio.
Right, I understand.
No, it became an impossible feat for me to get from one place to another without 50 conversations.
Was Audrey Goodstein on the list?
And all of a sudden, everybody has all this important business to do here. I'm like, get the hell out of here.
Right.
But that's not what we're talking about, Tim. Do you think it's crazy that Doug put his daughter in the chair?
Yes.
Oh, stop. You're just saying that.
No, but let me tell you something.
You're just saying that.
No. Here's what I when Howard tells me that first of all, if somebody hit my microphone, it doesn't sound right, or someone hit the board, I know what the frustration is like that when you're on the air trying to do that.
Near the buttons.
It's like, okay, let me go in your car and put your seat all the way forward and all the way up.
Right.
Same thing.
Go kiss his ass right now.
So when somebody agrees with me, they're kissing my ass.
Stop it. I wouldn't put it near your mic or to touch your buttons.
When I was on the air,
put a little tiny in your seat for 2 seconds.
It would drive me crazy when the job
when we go to commercial, you're going to tell me it's all good and this is just a stupid bit anyway. So,
well, I will say that because this is embarrassing to me.
It should be. Tell your shrink. See what your shrink says.
Did you tell him about the family photo?
No.
Yeah. John, you're on the air in Stevensville.
It's a little crazy, Howard. Let the baby sit in the chair. You need to relax a little bit, man. I think it would help if you went home and screwed that supermodel with no rubber.
Yeah, Beth wanted me to screw her last night with no rubber.
Really?
I said, no way.
What do you mean?
Is that for real? She got the baby fever from Audrey.
She saw that Audrey in my chair.
I saw that picture. She wants to put a baby in that chair.
You stay away.
Started a trend, dude.
With that Audrey. Audrey's very cute, by the way. I met Audrey, yes. Double A, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, how's it going? What's going on?
Oh, shit.
Let me comment on the baby thing also. But back to the chair thing. And I'm not trying to throw Doug under a bus, but I totally hear what you're saying. It's just a respect thing, you know what I'm saying?
Of course you would. You suck ass.
Yeah, anyone who agrees is a sucker.
No, but these are the people. These are the top, the cream of the crop people who kiss ass.
No, listen.
No. He would tell me.
I got to deal with it.
But I'm just saying, it's just a respectful thing. Like, I've been in the studio 100 times. I always ask permission, to,
of course.
A picture or something like that.
Yeah.
I would never do anything like that.
And I appreciate that. That's all.
Well, we always escort you out of here as quickly as we can.
You want Double A out of here as fast as possible.
I wouldn't take Double A's word. He's a name dropper of the first order.
What's that?
You're a name dropper of the first order. That is your reputation.
What do you mean? I'm
apparently with certain events and things. I'm only going on what hearsay, Double A. I have nothing to go on other than what people have told me.
No, I don't. I'd say
apparently you take things that you shouldn't take, like at the premiere. You took gift bags you shouldn't have taken.
He was proven innocent.
Now, I'm not so sure that was a total.
He was proven innocent.
I don't know, Doug. Was he proven innocent?
No.
I didn't think
video
so.
surfaced with him with like 3 bags.
Right, I think we have it
So
on
there
tape.
you go. I stand by my word.
No. He felt very disrespected at that thing because he felt like I did something.
Although, Double A, you do disrespect me a little bit.
Dude.
Because you have a business card with my picture on it.
Right.
Don't you?
This is what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
Do you have a business card?
The Double A take an inch.
Do you?
It's a picture of me and you, and it's my cell phone number. So whenever I meet some girl,
Double A. Do you identify yourself when you go to new clubs or bars and say, I'm Double A from the Howard Stern Show, like 99%?
Well, listen, 99% of the time people do recognize me, and I'll never deny who I am from what show I'm from. This is the greatest show on earth.
You're
Why
from
would
the
I
show?
not say where, you know what I mean? I'm part of the family. I figure, like, what am I doing wrong? I'm not saying I'm Double A. I work for Howard Stern. Come here.
Double A, that's like saying that I am part of the White House administration because I voted for the president.
Yeah, I've been to the White House. I'm a part of that whole thing.
I'm saying that.
I got to get out of this retarded conversation.
Hold on.
You started.
That's a great conversation.
Whatever you do, do not ruin that gorgeous, beautiful body. Just a perfect example, Jessica Alba was on Letterman last night.
Right.
She's knocked up. She looks horrendous, bro.
I know, I have to agree with you. I saw a little promo piece, and Jessica Alba...
pregnant.
She doesn't look good.
Keep that's okay. Our girl the way she is. Please do not get her knocked up.
Thank you. All right. Bobo, you're on the air.
Yeah, how you doing there, Howard? How many times have been up to the round table, and then one time Jason gave us a tour. It was a whole group of us. It was a big round table, and he made an announcement. He goes, listen, nobody's going near Howard's console. Does everybody understand that? You could just look around and... Right. And so one guy went to do something, and he yelled at me. Go, I
would have done the exact same thing.
You want to know something? You give me an idea, Bobo.
Right.
You know, when I was a little boy, my parents took me to Washington, D.C., to visit, the various monuments and museums. And when there was something important, they had these poles with velvet ropes.
Right.
I want a pole and velvet rope around my area, and this will indicate to people that this is...
Put it around your chair.
No, around my whole area.
They can't get to it if you rope off the chair. It's the chair they want to sit in.
I mean, I have the door locked. I don't understand. I can't... I mean...
Hey, Howard, what about if your father came up there? What would you do? Would you let him sit in your chair?
So my father would never come up here.
Yeah.
He's been up here.
He's been up, but he doesn't care about me that much that he would sit in my chair. And
see, you have a my chair thing. It's just the console is a cool picture.
Yeah, you see how Doug... Hold it. You see how Doug got upset? He didn't want his daughter sitting on a couch where there was a lot of people.
Right.
But that shows...
I don't want to sit on a chair where a lot of people are sitting on it.
All right.
So why is Doug...
Nobody's bringing a lot of people to sit in your chair.
If it's Doug, then
She's
it's Tim, then it's
little
Fred,
baby. Do you let your dog jump on your bed?
It's not just about you. No, we don't.
Okay.
No dogs allowed on the bed, period. End of sentence.
On your couches?
No.
You let it
furniture.
in the house.
In the house, but no furniture. Yeah, that's the truth.
He's breathing on everything.
My dog's never once been up on my couch.
Okay.
That's a well-behaved dog.
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
I said, yeah, I'm agreeing.
Yeah, I'm right.
I know it is. I know your dog.
Could he jump up?
No.
That's why.
That's why they got that dog. He can't even get up there.
No. She can jump up. She can jump up. She jumps up on park benches when we sit.
Do you ever let your dog lick your face?
Why can she sit on the park bench?
Because I paid for it.
Does the dog ever lick your face?
Never. I don't allow it.
You don't kiss the dog?
But Beth does. I've seen her.
Beth does.
Oh, it's gross. No, but the point is that you work behind that council. There's things that can
be quiet, Tim. I don't want to hear another word from you.
It's just a respect thing. That's all. It's respect. That's all.
No, I don't want to have to hear that his microphone's off or this doesn't work.
That's a different thing. Doug did not have Audrey working.
I'll tell you what it is. I'm going to explain the psychological thing. As Bobo said, when he was on tour, Jason said no one sits in Howard's chair.
And Howard, I've had people in here, and This is
Doug's thing. Like, I am special.
He can break the rules.
I can do anything I want.
Name one other incident, if this is an incident.
Well, this is your way of giving me the...
Name one.
I can tell you unequivocally that he was not giving you the shiv by putting his daughter in your chair. I'm sure that was the least of his thoughts.
No, he didn't think... I have to agree with Robin on that. That's not why he did it.
To think that he was
just being goofy.
He didn't know the level to which you would object to that. He does not disrespect you.
Sometimes Doug is not clear thinking.
He was disrespectful.
To let you start thinking that Doug disrespects you.
I think it was very innocent, but the point is that nobody should be behind there.
Doug, you broke my heart.
Can I come over and give you a hug?
It was you, Doug.
Can I give you a hug?
I knew it.
Don't go in a rowboat.
Right, thank you, Doug.
Right.
No, you don't have to hug me.
You're going fishing with the kids.
No. Now, let me ask you this question.
Yes, Bobo.
At K-Rock, did they have more free reign in the studio?
Oh, my God.
Yes.
That was a...
Yes, I had no
Grand
control.
Central Station.
Yeah, it was
the Port Authority.
It was a melee.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Everybody used it.
I love you.
The chair was like a toilet.
Can I tell you one observation that was interesting? Robin might kill me for this. I got thrown out of the room for I don't know why. Tell me. Something happened.
I'll tell you exactly why you got thrown out of the room.
Yeah, there was a big secret reveal.
I'll tell you exactly.
Even tell me what it was.
You know what it is? You're thick. And I'm going to tell you why you got thrown out of the room, okay? It was a ladies' shower. Why the you show up at this thing?
I showed up to...
Again, because of your baby.
No.
Everything, the baby's a ticket to do whatever you want, right? Because you have a baby. You're the only one in the world who's got a goddamn baby.
At the end of the party, and it turned out when I showed up, I was told to come
up an hour into the party. You're lying.
It wasn't an hour.
It was.
Howard, I was told to come at the end of the party, and I showed up. Marlo said come at 2:30, and that was...
Marlo decided you should be at the party. Right.
Well, Robin said
and you didn't show up at 2:30. You're lying.
Are you retarded?
No, I'm not retarded. I didn't have tough time.
He must have been outside the door, because as soon as she called, he was there.
Yeah, he was there.
Dude, it's 6 blocks away. Stop.
It's a ladies' shower. You're the one asshole.
I was told the party's over to come by now. Because the
party was over at 3 o'clock.
So I could pick up Marlo and leave.
And these girls were discussing girl shit. And all of a sudden... when they see you staring at them with those bug eyes, and they go, uh-oh, I can't talk.
She didn't say
Am I right or am I wrong, Robin?
Beth didn't hold back.
You don't know why they threw you out of the room.
No, Robin
you can't figure it out.
She had one bit. They were talking.
Because she's giving girl talk.
Yeah,
and they wanted. Well, who gives a shit?
I don't know. It seemed like it was a big deal.
Look, I don't ask you what goes on in scores, do I? I don't invade scores.
Girls take off their clothes and dance and we drink.
I don't care. Dinner. I don't go in.
So you want your wife showing up with the baby at scores?
What?
These girls were having a girl, so they didn't want a man.
I didn't go to the sit.
You don't know why they threw you out.
You don't know why. You're from the other team. Get out of here.
No, you said, I don't know why they threw me out. I'll tell you why.
I didn't expect to sit down and be welcome there. I thought it was over.
Welcome.
I thought it was over. Robin's most cordial. She's a very cordial host.
Did you get the camera out? You take any pictures?
I took 2 pictures.
Good. All right, good. With the pictures. One time, I'm sitting on the beach in Florida, Bubba's wedding. He's bringing on the camera.
He's shooting part Japanese.
I go, let me ask you something. I go, where'd you grow up? Tokyo?
Howard, that was upstairs. I took 2 pictures at this party. In Bubba's wedding, I was shooting... single-handedly shooting a show.
No, on the beach you were shooting.
Yeah, and did you watch the special? Did you see those photos in the show?
Like paparazzis hiding out in the bushes.
I remember at my party, he was totally annoying. Remember on the boat? He jumped on the boat with his camera.
Did that stuff make a show? Don't forget what we do and the things are discussed, and there needs to be a visual component, which is my job, so I do a good job. Thank you, Robin.
I told you.
Thank you, Howard.
I love you. I wouldn't want anyone else as an executive producer.
Thank you.
I only brought this up for the sake of the show.
And
in other words, for a great bit.
Now a daily show on Howard TV.
Otherwise, I would have kept it quiet. Honestly, I would have.
But now we all know what the line is.
Yeah. Everyone clear? Stay out. Stay off my chair. Or just ask my permission. Just say, hey, Howard, do you mind if I take
we ask, can Robin sit in your chair?
No, I don't want to sit in his chair. I would ask permission.
That's right.
Okay. I now know that.
It's a rule for everyone.
I thought it was just a chair.
By the way, I have a question for Doug. You're not planning to have any more kids, are you?
Yes, and I will put them in your
Better lock the chair up.
Yeah. Put the velvet ropes.
Lock the chair up. Because you know there's going to be more pictures.
Yeah, when's the next photo shoot in the chair?
Well, what is he going to do now? The other kids won't have a picture in the chair.
Howard, I have to get my other kids.
Photoshop it in.
Howard, it's what I'm telling you.
Here's what you ought to do. Fred's right. Take a picture of my chair. That I don't mind.
And we'll
Photoshop your kids.
No one will be the wiser.
All right, Artie, are we done?
Hi, it's Audrey Goodstein. I'm in your chair. I'm listening.
Hi, Audrey.
Using your megaphone. It's Audrey. I'm just in your chair.
No, this is a whole hour. Get out of here.
Okay.
No, thank you.
I just took a steaming shower.
And Audrey's very cute. Very cute. I met Audrey yesterday.
Thank you.
My father's lunatic.
Now, give this chair to Audrey. Take it home, and I'll get a new one.
I don't want that.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you. Get out of here.
Benji's chair smells like...
Yeah, notice he didn't put his kid in Benji's chair. My chair's clean, evidently. Ay. All right, that's 1 hour down. Next hour, we'll discuss what's wrong with John Hahn.
I guess we'll get to Gary Garver.
To Gary Garver.
At some point.
That lunatic. Oh, Casey wants to get a plug for something.
Oh.
Casey?
Yeah.
I heard Casey's okay. He had a good day.
What do you mean?
Somebody told me that Casey actually showed up to pick somebody up from the airport. You know, Casey can't get anywhere.
Yeah.
He can never be on time. He looked good. He was clean. He had a nice shirt on, and he picked him up from the airport.
So 364 days left.
Hey.
Hey, I'm a handsome... Hey, Howard, I want you to know that I never, ever took a picture in your chair.
Thank you. I wish you worked here still.
But one time I did drop a school full of hash browns and eels off in your chair.
What? What do you promote?
Hey, dude, tonight, you got Real Heroes 14, brother.
All right,
Capu versus Liach.
Rio Heroes is his thing.
Okay.
He hosts a live bare-knuckle fighting. If you've ever seen bare-knuckle fighting, I don't even think you can do it in this country. They do it on the Internet.
Yeah.
In some foreign place. Rio. Tonight at 7 at RioHeroes.com, Casey.
You doing okay, Casey? You going to stay out of jail?
Well,
hey, Robin,
he writes me a note, right?
Right.
He goes, hey, I want to promote my Rio Heroes. So I said to Gary, listen, Casey was just at. So all of a sudden, he had a note from Casey. Jesus Christ, things are horrible. I got no money. I'm practically homeless. What is that with your teeth? You haven't been able to go to a dentist and the whole side of your mouth is...
Yeah, I've been chewing on one side of my mouth for the past year. And then just 6 months ago, the other side, a molar cracked. So now it's like, I can't close my mouth fully. Ooh. So I gotta go to the dentist. But I'm going to get benefits now. Yeah,
now he's working for Rio Heroes.
Thank goodness.
So I said, all right, get on the phone.
I love you.
So you're going to be okay now?
Yeah, what else is wrong with you?
Oh, I got a hernia, too.
Yeah.
What? Where did you get a hernia?
This guy, you should read this letter. It's like one saga after another.
He's falling apart.
I got no teeth. I
can't close my
mouth. I have a double hernia.
Double?
And where's that letter? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, in case you called me, I call you. That phone doesn't always work, does it?
It doesn't?
No.
Oh, dude, I was just looking to check in with you, buddy.
No, I know. I tried calling you back, but that phone sometimes it says out of order.
Now, what's the deal on the double hernia?
Oh, yeah. So all of a sudden, I got a... How old am I, man? I got a hernia. And it's like, I used to have an innie belly button.
Now it's an outie?
Yeah, because what it is, it's a tear in the muscle lining in your abdomen.
Right.
And your intestines stick through it.
Yeah.
He has Scott's thing.
He probably goes to the gym and...
Howard, you have
lifts too much.
Howard, you have an Audi, too.
I have an Audi. A-U-D-I.
Oh, an AA.
We
both have Audis.
So now when you're working for...
I was going to say, you touch Casey's belly button, you can feel his intestines.
So now when you... So your teeth are almost completely out. You've got a double hernia.
Mm-hmm.
What else is going on?
And yesterday I sharded while I was typing an email to Gary. I really did it. I'm not making a joke. I shit my pants.
You crapped your own pants?
Yeah, because I was so nervous about everything.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so anyway, so I said...
Case, what happened?
You better get on here and give a plug.
Rio Heroes 14, live bare-knuckle fighting tonight at 7 at RioHeroes.com. We'll check it out, Case.
Hey, you guys are my family, man. I love you, man.
All
you guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Gone.
You know what it was? I said to Gary, tell him to call in.
Yeah. I tell you, he's all the way out there in California. Things going ridiculous for him.
He always wanted to go to...
What are we supposed to do?
He always wanted to go to L.A. He was like, I like it out there. I'm like, well,
Yeah, he likes it for the weather because he's going to be homeless. If
you're going to be homeless, you should be out in California. All right, listen, here's what we're going to do. We're going to regroup. I'm going to take a little break.
We're not going to use your chair.
Good, thank you. That's all I want.
Realize.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Can use it, just ask.
No, I don't even want to ask.
Well, don't then.
You have a problem
then
with
don't use
using your chair.
No, I don't mind if Doug uses it. Say, hey, Howard, I'm going to use your chair today for a photo shoot.
Never.
You know why he didn't ask me? Because he would have felt like a jerk asking. It sounds silly. I'm going to put my daughter in your chair and take photos.
Right.
He's embarrassed to ask me.
Howard,
most people,
I'm not even going to try to
If most people had to walk up to me and say, Howard, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to sit my kid in your chair and take pictures of her. They would never ask.
They feel it's ridiculous.
A studio. It's
stupid.
Behind a control panel. It looks cool.
Why don't we just my chair?
That's what we want to do.
All right, we have so much stuff to get to. Try to let go of this, will you?
I know you all understand.
You want to boil your chair?
You might have to lock it up from now on.
No, nobody's going to bother it anymore.
No, not much.
Good.
Doug looks like he's pretty weak.
Can you promise me? You won't bother it.
I promise.
But
You think he's out of control?
I told you he's like a Japanese tourist.
Obsessive compulsive.
How about this?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Say Rob Burnett at Letterman, right, has a kid. And he takes the kid to work and lets the kid sit in Letterman's chair.
Rob wouldn't do it.
He wouldn't do it.
No.
I got to hear from Rob on that one.
Do you think he'd be wrong for doing that?
No. Not wrong. Because he's so busy, Rob. Rob is a creative guy. Rob creates television shows.
He's so busy. He ever if he has kids, he brings them to work.
No, it wouldn't occur to him to sit him in Dave's chair. He'd be like, that's gay.
You're full of crap. That's what people with kids do.
Rob Burnett is not gay.
Is he a father?
I don't know. He's too busy to be a father. All right. If he's a father, he's a lousy one. Any real man's a lousy father. All right, look. Doug's terrific. He's busy with us kids and taking pictures.
Is it okay that he had the kid crawling around in his studio?
I don't even know what he's doing. All right. It's like a woman. To me.
Well, I mean,
you don't see Artie doing that. Artie's thinking about the spread. All right, I got to take a break.
I love Fred's answer the best. I wouldn't do it because this is what happened.
Because it's the truth.
No,
I don't know what show Doug works on.
You know what a woman does? A woman goes, oh, my baby's so cute. I want to see my baby in different chairs,
Doug
in different outfits.
Doug must have Alzheimer's.
He's like a woman.
It is fruity.
He goes, oh, I'll take my baby to work and put him in Howard's chair. And it'll be so cute. I mean, he'll be like a fraud.
That's something a chick,
I hope
you're right.
he didn't get the wheelers behind
I have to say, that's something a chick would do.
that he doesn't want to do.
That's something a chick would do.
Yeah, it's a chick thing.
Guys aren't interested
Guys don't do that.
I love my daughter. That would be the last thing I would do.
I'm so happy to have a free moment. I wouldn't be putting my kid in a chair taking a picture. Right. I'd be happy to put the camera down.
I don't like to make moral judgments about different parts of the studio. If it's in Howard's chair, put it on the stripper couch.
Oh. Right. That's right.
That's why I brought it up.
I got to take a break. I see people on the phone. 𝗦𝗵ici𝗄 wants to update us on his case.
I saw 𝗦𝗵ici𝗄. He came to one of my gigs the other night, and I think he was with the chick he called, I think.
Stop it. They have a restraining order.
I don't know. It was very weird. He was with some
vile.
other girl.
I was watching on YouTube or one of them where 𝗦𝗵ici𝗄 getting a blowjob from that porno film he did. I lasted 3 seconds. Somebody sent it to me. 𝗦𝗵ici𝗄.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
Yeah, give me a quick update on your case, and then I got to take a break.
I said I called you. So I was with my lawyer, and the trooper called my lawyer and told us to go back home because the girl dropped the charges. I mean, look, she should never press charges in the first place if she was really a friend.
All right, can I tell you something, Eric? You haven't learned your lesson yet.
Well, why
you should thank God that you're not going to jail.
Yeah, you should thank her.
Stop with, hey, now you're going to be critical of her again? Are you going to get yourself... You just shut your mouth. Use your brains for once.
I do use my brain.
No, you don't.
Maybe that's the problem.
She called me the day after and wanted to be friends with me again. I said, no, I can't do that.
Is there anyone else's brain you could use?
Eric, stay away from the girl. You're right. That's using your brain. Don't be friends. Don't be anything.
But don't ever call her again.
Yeah, and leave her alone and just stay out of trouble.
I don't want to stay out of trouble. But
Good.
I'm going to listen to you because you're God. You know that?
Yeah, actually, maybe he's right. He's not calling her. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that.
Well, thank you. I'm staying out of trouble. I'm still working. I have a lot of stuff going on besides work, too.
Like what?
Well, you know that Johnny Father Social Club.tv?
Yeah.
So I DJ on that website. And me and Eric the Midget are friends. And, you know, we spoke the other night. And he's very happy with Kendra.
All right, okay, I got to go. All right, thanks, Eric.
JohnnyFatherSocialClub.tv.
I bet he has pinworms.
I love you, Howie.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
How could he have avoided
Feel free to sit in my chair.
Hey, Artie.
How could he not have pinworms? Yeah.
All right.
Listen, that girl I brought to the show the other night.
Yeah, what's with her?
That's not the chick I threatened. That's a friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
That's a new chick he's going to threaten.
Yeah, he hasn't threatened her yet.
That chick I know for 3 years.
All right, thank you, Eric. Was she attractive?
She was pretty.
No, okay. And she ain't doing him.
That's just a friend.
All right, I really do have to take a break. It's been an hour and 5 minutes.
Wow.
Of nothing.
Yeah, can you believe you spent all that time on a chair?
No, I didn't want to. I was telling you something, and I thought we were going to move on. I will move on. That conversation was longer than this merger. All right, we'll be back right after these words.
Shatner?
Yeah.
Should I try and do it the week that 𝗪 is sitting in?
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah?
That'd be great. Hi, Bill. Hello. Hello.
George, how are you? What were you I was trying to, I was trying to go. I have 20 minutes with Gary in the morning, and George walks in and says, "You're not going to believe where I was." I go, "George, what is it?" He goes, "I was in Italy, and everyone there mentions Howard Stern."
Really? In Italy?
Which is insane. No one's mentioning Howard Stern.
I did not say everyone there mentions Howard Stern.
You have a lot of fans.
There were Americans that came up to me and sidled up to me and say, "Oh my," or "dry oatmeal," and I know exactly where they're coming from.
Well, George I said, "George, on the air, talk on the air. Don't talk to me before the show. There's nothing that interesting."
I gotta save it.
You gotta save it.
That's right.
So what happened? You and Brad went on a vacation?
2 weeks, because I've been working all year long. And I thought are
you referring to Heroes? The show?
No. Super Ninjas, the Nickelodeon show. Saturday nights, 8:30, every Saturday night.
Is this a major role for George 𝗪? Is this a role where it would take... When you say you've been working hard, you mean every day on the set?
Not every day. It's like Charlie's Angels. I'm Charlie.
Right.
I'm the ninja master. And I've taught my grandson, his buddy, and his blonde crush how to be ninjas.
Right.
And in the dark of the night, within the shadows, not getting any credit for it, they right the wrongs of the world.
A superhero.
So it's, like at most, the ordinary episodes, at most 3 days.
Right.
But
it keeps you in town.
It keeps me in town. I can't get out. They're the... additional dialogue recording and all.
Now, where did you go? So you and Brad went somewhere in Italy.
We went to Milano, Venezia, Firenze, Roma, and
Gary said Gary said you got to ask.
I was
George.
in Rome. I was in Florence, but I didn't
You didn't go to
I didn't go crazy.
Gary said to me, you got to ask George where he's been, because his overpronunciation
he's Italian.
He's pronouncing them in the Italian.
Right. Well, it's the arrogance of the English speaking.
Well,
we impose.
You're talking to us now.
I believe that a place should be called by what the people of the place should want it to be called.
You want to know something about George? He's right. Because someone has got to keep the integrity of the language. The other day, I'm talking to someone, and I caught myself. I said, this was during the hurricane. And I said to my wife, they're carrying on like they're expecting a tsunami. And she goes, tsunami? I go, yeah, tsunami. Yeah, I said, Jesus Christ, George taught me that. And I'm actually saying it now, tsunami.
That's the way it's pronounced.
Hey, you're right.
Hey, George, where's the place you went to that starts with an S?
Sorrento. Oh, magical, a dreamy place, paradisical. And your favorite hotel was in Amalfi.
Yes, so you were there too?
Yeah. We were there too.
Is there an extra L in there? Amalfi.
Yeah.
Sorrento.
Amalfi.
There's a hard L in there.
Portofino. I mean, the Amalfi Coast is just absolutely dreamlike.
Yeah.
I fell in love with Red Bed.
Was that your first time?
No, I've been there many times.
Let me ask you something. Because this is another thing, like with the Fred discussion. What do you do in these places that's so dreamy and so dreamlike? I mean, what?
Well, the places are dreamy, he said.
Yeah, but what do you do?
Amalfi
you stand there and look at it?
No.
What do you do? Because I don't have any desire to go there.
Well, it depends on the place. The Amalfi Coast
Once I get to the Amalfi Coast, what do I do?
But the other parts
Let me hear your routine.
Well, I mean, in Florence, for you English speakers, we go to the museums. I mean, we saw David, Michelangelo's David. Oh.
You must have fainted.
So let me understand something.
And those statues with six-packs, and oh my goodness.
So it's a big gay thing.
No, it's not gay.
You look at
it's
statues.
A human thing. I mean, for hundreds of years, people have recognized it.
So when you go to Florence, you sightsee. You walk around and you look at things. You take pictures or no?
We take pictures of ourselves at those monuments,
at the location. You stand next to David, and Brad takes a picture of you and David.
Right.
I see.
Or we get people to take pictures of us by David. What's so funny about that?
Must be the greatest. Just you stand there with Brad.
And it's usually people that have sidled up to us and said, "Oh my!"
Right.
So we get them to take pictures of us.
Do you ever do funny photo? Like, do you ever give David a BJ and Brad?
You can't get close to him.
You can't.
Brad
jerked off to the Mona Lisa.
They have ropes there. We'd love to. I'm a tactile person, so yes, I'd love
these vacations are great because you walk around and you look at things.
You take in culture.
The walking around part, it was 90 degrees in most of Italy. So, you're sweaty and grungy. But we had guides that we hired a guide, and they took us there when it was the down period. And we had more or less, like the Sistine Chapel. We saw it at about 8 o'clock at night.
I see.
But when you go down to the Amalfi Coast, you go there to relax. And
what do you do?
That's a more resort.
And we celebrated our anniversary there.
Your wedding anniversary?
Yes.
Do you when you're
and you have an anniversary coming up soon.
When you're in the Amalfi Coast, so you and Brad are relaxing. You get a luxurious room. You share a bed.
With a terrace.
Right. You have a terrace. And do the Italians give you a hard time because you're sharing a bed with a man? Do anybody give you any kind of...
They are very sophisticated.
They're very open
society. It's a Catholic country, but we had no problems.
And so you get in there, and you guys, I guess, imagine you get into your swim trunks immediately to get down to the beach. Is that correct?
Well, they have a pool there.
They have a pool. So you're going to sit by the pool with Brad?
Yes.
Okay.
What do you swim in?
What do you mean? Our swimming trunks.
What are your trunks?
Are they Speedos?
I picture you in a Speedo.
I didn't. Yes, I do have a Speedo, but I did not take my Speedo.
What did you wear? What did you wear? Did you wear boxing trunks, boxers?
Boxer trunks.
Boxer trunks.
Yes.
Like surf shorts. And what does Brad wear? Does he wear a Speedo?
Brad likes to keep his T-shirt on.
He keeps his T-shirt on because he's fat.
Well, he doesn't like me to use that word.
Right.
But he's substantial, yes.
Right. And what does he wear for trunks?
And, he was so flattered. One of the Howard Stern fans asked, "Is that Brad?" And I said, "Yes, this is Brad. Meet Brad." Andrew or whatever his name was. And he says, "Oh, he's not as fat as you said he was."
Now, your point is...
Brad was very flattered by
Brad used to be ripped like Michelangelo's David.
He was.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah. And so you sit by the pool for how long? Hours?
No, we just, sip a Campari or we discovered...
What do you do? You what? You sip
a Campari.
A Campari.
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 Campare.
C-A-M-P-R-I.
You sip Campari. You have alcohol. That's an alcohol?
Yes, it's a liqueur. Yes,
the liqueur. You sit by the pool. You get down to the
and
coast.
We in the south of in Campania,
you get a buzz on.
We discovered 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄.
Right.
Wonderful.
In the Campania, you say?
No, 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄. In Campania.
Oh,
that's
Campania and 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄.
Not in the Campania.
Where are we?
Campania. Oh, you illiterate Americans, you. The region of the Amalfi Coast is where they... that's called Campania.
When you go to these places, do you research how to say the places? Because your pronunciation is dead on. Now, do you research that ahead of time?
I don't speak Italian, but I try to get as close to it as possible. Brad has enormous difficulty with foreign languages.
Right.
Like in France, I taught him to at least say l'addition, s'il vous plaît. And when they bring it back to you and you look at it, you say merci. But when the way Brad pronounces it, it's really embarrassing. He gets it and he says, he gets the bill and looks at it and says, mercy.
So you're embarrassed by that because you are so couth and he is so uncouth. He's so unpolished.
He's so American.
So let me get back to the Amalfi Coast.
Yes, Amalfi.
Yeah, you get down to the pool, you guys hang out a little bit, you have a little of this Campari. I imagine you get a little buzz on,
Campari,
right?
yes.
It's Campari. Why are you calling it
Campari?
I don't know. I'm trying to talk like that. Campari.
There are a lot of Italians that listen to you too. They'll take umbrage with your pronunciation.
And you and Brad are there, and
then we
drink a little. You get buzzed.
Oh yes, and then we get dressed and we.
Whoa!
One of the wonderful things about
you go back to the room.
Yes.
And now you're buzzed. You're in Italy. It's the most romantic place of Amalfi.
Yes.
Does Brad, I know Brad fucks you once a week or blows you once a week.
At least.
Right. Mostly it's once a week. And you want a lot more. When you're on vacation and you're in Amalfi, does he start blowing you when you get back to the room?
We may have a horizontal slow dance in bed.
Right. So you did.
A slow dance.
So was it more romantic being away?
No wrestling.
Was it more relaxed on vacation?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So you got blown a couple of times during the 2-week period.
And then we get dressed and we walk around. And the wonderful thing about these villages, of Campania is the charm. I mean, the cobbled street, the
That's
narrow
what I'm saying.
alleyways.
I mean, did he at least get a little romantic? I mean,
yes.
A little more, because you're in the same room.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You get back from the pool, you got the Campari,
You're hanging around all day. You're lit.
Rinse down on a shower.
Exactly.
Right, and then you walk in the room in your robe.
We're in the land of Caesar. Blow me.
Oh, yeah. We went to Pompeii, and I recited from Julius Caesar in the forum there. And there again.
What did you do?
There was another
you got up on stage.
Did you do Mark Anthony's speech?
No, I did Cassius's speech.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, let me understand this because I'm not following along. You're telling me you went to a certain place where there was a theater, an outdoor
Pompeii,
theater.
the ruins of
right.
Pompeii.
And all of a sudden you were moved by this because you are an actor. You got up and started to do a scene for whoever was there?
From Julius Caesar.
Right. This was not a paid performance.
No. It was, there were just a scattering of people there. This was near the end of the day.
Did other people notice?
The people.
Oh, they did. I got applause from up in the...
Anybody try to have you put in a straitjacket? So you got up and you started...
No, they asked for autographs.
What did you begin to recite? Let me hear what you did.
I know that virtue to be in you, Brutus, as well as I do know your outward favor. Well, honor is the subject of my story. I do not know what you and other men think of this life, but as for my single self, I had as lief not be as live to be in awe of I myself.
So you were doing this, and Brad is sitting there watching you.
Is he recording this?
How long did that go on?
No, he's rolling his eyes.
How long did that go on?
Just a few minutes.
I see. Brad sat there and ate M&M's. So how many times did you guys have sex over the vacation, the 2-week period, would you say? I mean, a ballpark.
Well, we made love almost every evening.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
wow.
It may not have been sex.
What does that mean?
What was that?
That was a tape of you two.
You're mine. You're mine, Meech. You're my possession.
So there wasn't a lot of sex, even on the. There was.
There was.
There was
more than one a week.
And did you say to him, "Hey, Brad, why can't we maintain this at home?"
Well, at home we have schedules,
right?
So and Brad is very schedule conscious, and
right.
he's detail oriented. This has got to be done. This, but when you listen to the experience that Fred had, it really makes you aware of how precious.
Of course,
these moments. So I'm so grateful to this moment, sharing it with you and your listening audience. I mean, there's nothing I enjoy more than waking up early in the morning. Actually, this morning wasn't difficult to wake up because I was jet lagged and I was staring at the ceiling.
It's funny. I was thinking of you this morning. I knew you were on the show, of course, and I woke up and I was just cursing out, because it was 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, oh, I'm so fucking tired. And I went, I bet you George is an older guy. I bet you he's fucking beside himself that he's even getting up this early. But
I was wide awake,
ready to go.
Just wait until tomorrow. I think that's the second day is when it usually hits.
Jitters, huh?
But I'm fine today.
People don't realize how old you are and how good a shape you are.
Well, I try to maintain myself, and it's because we're healthy that we can do what we can do.
Yeah.
I mean, and doing Italy, like I see all these.
Did your feet hurt? I know you get that problem with your feet.
I have problems with my feet, but if you do it, intelligently. I mean, I sit down periodically.
Right.
I love going up and down those steps because I work on my thigh muscles.
Is there anything we can do about your feet, though, so they don't hurt you?
Well, I can get surgery again, but there's no guarantee, according to the doctor.
Yeah, fuck it.
I mean...
He's got the weirdest feet you ever saw.
I know. They look like
6 months
alien
out of the
feet.
year, I'd be gone.
I can't even believe you fit into shoes with those feet.
Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I used to run marathons with that feet.
Wow.
That foot.
Those feet.
They both look the same,
okay.
George.
How do you stay thin if you don't run anymore? What do? You just walk around?
I walk and I work out with weights and so forth.
Right.
Fitness center, the whole thing.
Okay. Well, anyway, George is with us for the whole week. For those of you who are George Takei fans, and that's pretty much everyone.
It's great being here with you.
Hey, by the way, speaking of some of them, William Shatner's calling in at 7.
Is that right?
The real William Shatner.
Is going on?
He's coming. He's calling.
Oh, he's coming in.
He's calling.
He's calling in.
Oh.
He'll be on the
Bill
phone.
is.
Bill, yeah.
Oh, what do you know?
And
I think this is a setup, right?
No, actually not. Actually not. It's really him.
He said it's the real William Shatner.
Not only is it the
Yes, I know the meaning of the word real on this show.
No, it really is. It really is.
How are we going to convince George?
Really, really, really is. I know, yes.
He was scheduled to call and he's promoting something, and you were, of course, scheduled to be. It wasn't a setup.
If you got him in the studio,
that would be
then
something.
I would believe it.
Right.
Because you did have him in the studio
then.
when I phoned in once. You got me to phone in. But when you have people phoning in,
but really,
I know that it's a real one.
No,
yes.
it'll really be him. You'll see.
Here's your Shatner stuff. So new book, new album. You can see all the songs that he covers there, including Space Cowboy, Rocket Man, Space Oddity. He does a Bohemian Rhapsody.
Rocket Man's old. He did Rocket Man years ago.
This is a new Rocket Man.
Yeah. So supposedly, he's earned about $600 million from that Priceline.com deal.
Is that true?
Well, that stock at one point was trading at, obviously, at $2 a share. It's now, when I looked it up on Thursday, it was trading at $526 a share.
Gare.
Price point?
Gare.
$526 a share.
Wow.
He was very upset that shit my dad says was canceled after a year. Wasn't sure why. See, he's treated like a hero when he goes to the Comic-Con conventions. He supposedly charges
Why? Because of Star Trek?
Yeah, he supposedly charges $75 for an autograph and $95 to pose for a picture with a fan, for a professional picture with a fan. You know, he has that Shatner Raw Nerve. It's that interview show he does on Bio.
Right.
He interviewed one of the snipers from Washington, D.C. And that whole thing, which was like a big get, like, you know, no news agency was even able to get them.
Must have been a Star Trek fan.
He says he's finally admitted that he thinks he's too old to be in J.J. Abrams' Star Trek movies. He doesn't think it would work. He set his principal's car on fire in high school, and he also said he was very lonely growing up. And his father didn't want him to become an actor. And he just turned 80. It's amazing.
William Shatner is a very big star. He is always promoting something.
He's a hardworking man.
And despite what George thinks, George was booked to come here and William Shatner was booked. I did not do any kind of setup.
This was not a plan.
Yeah. Bill.
Howard, that conversation was unbelievable.
You know, isn't that something?
That is a classic, man. That is unbelievable.
It is very funny. In fact, it's odd because I looked over and, you know, and honestly, I did not plan it this way, but George is here. You know, he comes in and does announcing for us. I didn't plan it, and he was laughing at that, and
well,
you were
he
laughing.
Doesn't even think the real William Shatner will be calling in.
George, I assure you it's the real William Shatner.
I know. He sounds very real.
Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Yeah. Well, you know,
you're very good, Bill. I'll play along.
No, it really is Bill.
Yes, of course it is.
It is. It's Bill.
Hi, Bill. How are you?
The cops are after me. Open the studio with you.
George, do you not believe that's William Shatner?
What? No, it sounds very much like
it is.
Yes.
It is him. It is the real William Shatner.
That's the real one.
It is the real one.
I love the real one.
Bill, I'm sitting here, Mr. Shatner. I'm sitting here reading that you are promoting a brand new record album.
Yes, I'm calling you. I mean, you and I are buddies. I haven't seen you in a long time.
I know.
And I would call you at any time, but not at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right, but what I'm saying is, why are you on? I'm looking at the different songs you recorded on the new album.
Unbelievable.
Why are you doing Rocket Man again? You've done that already.
I know.
Was it time to bring that up again?
Exactly.
What was wrong?
So that, but that isn't the only song. My God, man, Ian Pace is on the record. It's called "Seeking Major Tom," and it drops October the 11th. And Bootsy Collins and Patrick Moraz. Hey, Brad Paisley, Sheryl Crow, and Lyle Lovett are on the record. There's never been a collection of musicians that have been on one record. Ernie Watts, Warren Haynes.
But why did you record Rocket Man a second time? I mean,
Richie Blackmore, Candace Knight. Are you kidding me?
Is Rocket Man like the only song
Peter
you know?
Frampton, John Welton, Wayne Kramer, Carmen Appice. Come on, all these people.
Carmen Appice.
Appice, yes.
What did he just say?
Appice, but I'm not sure. Maybe he's right. Bill.
Has Carmen ever told you how to pronounce his name?
Bill, why?
Has Carmen ever asked you to pronounce his name?
No.
No, me neither. So how do you know?
I don't know. Bill.
How do you pronounce Nick Valenci?
Valenci?
Yeah.
How do you pronounce Sabotage?
Dave Davies? That's why.
What about Sabotage? How do you say Sabotage? Which do you say, honestly, Bill? Sabotage or Sabotage?
That's the way. I'm calling you from Toronto, and it's Sabotage up here.
So, where did you learn the expression, my record drops?
Yeah,
I know.
That was interesting.
And why does it drop October 4th, October the 11th on a Tuesday, and the book, Shatner Rules, which is a great book about the power of saying yes, drops October 4th. Why do they use those terms?
Did you write this book, Bill?
Why on a Tuesday?
Bill, did you write the book, or do you have so many books out?
I wrote the book. Who else could write the book?
Right.
This is not a novel, though. It doesn't sound like a novel.
No, it's a book about things that I've done and the power of saying yes.
Bill, why do you work so hard? I'm serious, and I'm not making a joke.
No, all right, I'll be serious.
What is this with the books and the
DVD of the captains on the 18th and a one-man show on the 19th?
Yeah, I don't even know where to begin asking you about these things. What a DVD of the captains?
Well, I directed a terrific documentary. Got great notices. We opened it on the aircraft carrier, the aircraft carrier, the Intrepid, a couple of months ago. The sun is setting in the New York harbor, and there's a huge screen on the flight deck of the Intrepid. 1,000 people are sitting there watching the documentary, and the skyline of New York behind. Can you imagine the beauty?
Whoa.
And there's a DVD of that very well-received film called The Captains dropping on the 18th.
Now, the DVD is dropping.
Yeah, that's right. So there's a record.
My question, record, Bill.
A record, a book, a DVD, and the one-man show.
My question is this.
Yes.
You still love working, obviously, because you're involved in all these projects. And yet I read, and tell me if this is true, and this is something that we went over a long time ago. The Toronto Sun reported that Mr. William Shatner made $600 million from his decision to take Priceline.com stock as payment to the companies, as payment for the company when they hired him as a pitchman.
You know, all right, let me explain it. You know, I'm the spokesman for Priceline.com.
Right.
All right.
And they paid you in stock.
They paid me in stock a long time ago.
And the stock
then there was the bubble.
Yes.
Right. And the bubble went up, and the bubble crashed.
Right.
So the stock came out at, I forgot, $1. It went to hundreds of dollars.
Right.
And before the people involved who had stock could get rid of the stock, could sell the stock, the bubble burst.
Yes.
It was worth pennies.
And what is the stock worth today?
I think $500-600.
$526 a share.
Right.
Really?
So everybody got rid of the stock at pennies.
Oh, so you got rid of yours?
Of course, everybody did.
But why not?
And then you went back as a spokesperson for money.
Right.
Well, we continued. Yeah. Well, they paid me per year.
Buy high and sell low.
Yes, but Bill, why didn't you
put your foot in that guy's mouth?
Have you guys gotten any closer to liking each other? Any?
I love George. Are you serious?
And I love you too. Don't we just exude?
I love the difference.
I mean, it's so crazy.
I have pleasure in the theory of love. And your practice of love is different from mine.
Do you know George?
There are psychotic people that you love as well, don't you?
That's right. There are iconic people that we love together. That's true.
Have you guys ever run into each other anywhere?
No, the only way he'd run into me is with a car.
Did you
run into me last month?
Did I run into you last month?
Yes.
No.
Oh,
there you are. This is the real Bill Shatner.
So what happened, George?
Real.
Let me ask you something.
Wait a second.
You were at that Las Vegas
that's absurd.
convention.
Did I run into you? No, that's the real Shatner. George, that's absurd.
Did you see Bill Shatner last month?
I did. At
Where
a
did
Star
you
Trek convention
at a Star
in
Trek
Las Vegas. And we crossed in the hallway. We crossed paths.
Bill didn't even notice you.
I didn't notice him. It was the real Bill, the very real flesh and blood Bill.
Did you say hello?
Who said hi, George? And I looked, because I was in conversation, and I looked and I said, "Oh, hi, Bill," and we were like ships in the night.
That was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Bill, do you not remember that?
Well, I was directing a documentary for 5 days called the documentary is called Fanatics, and that's a look at why fans come to conventions. and it's going to be another, I think, a terrific film once we finish editing it.
But Bill,
and I was immersed as a director in a film. I was paying attention to nobody.
So in other words, you don't remember running into George at all?
No, actually I don't, and that's the real Bill.
I love that you two have this feud. I love it.
I don't have a feud. I don't know what's the matter with George.
He only thinks I'm psychotic, and he doesn't understand me.
But George, that makes you interesting. Your psychoses make you interesting.
So you two did, in fact, run into each other, but it was such a non-event. Did you?
Well, he was the one that recognized me and said, "Hi, George." You know, the convention hall hallways, they're really wide hallways, and I had about 3 or 4 people around me.
Yeah, sycophants, I believe they call them.
Sycophants.
Right.
No, they were the people that were with the convention, and they.
Do you resent that Bill gets way more money for his appearance?
No. He was the star of the show.
Do you know that
Captain Kirk?
Bill, is it true that you get $75 for an autograph and $95 to pose for professional photos with fans?
We don't do that kind of thing.
You don't?
Well, I mean, professionally, that's a sort of a cheap thing that people.
But there was this whole. Wait a minute, Bill, because there was this whole list of charges that were put into an ad we were reading.
I can't control those ads. I mean, my hands are tied.
George,
all I can do is
the genuine Bill Shatner does that.
All I can do is conduct publicity for a book called Shatner Rules. Shatner Rules, October 4th.
George, what do you charge for your autograph?
I think no, I don't charge. It's the convention that charges it. I think they charge $45.
$45. So Bill gets 75 twice. Wow.
But remember, there was also like a private reception with Bill for like $500.
What has this turned into?
I don't know. I'm just trying to find out what's going on.
Howard Stern got $100 million.
Let's talk about that.
Do you notice how cheap the programming is?
Bill, my point is you don't have to work that hard. That was what I was saying. You have a lot of money.
The point. I don't. But by the same token, Howard, you're doing, what, 5 a week?
No,
3.
Oh, really? What's happening on the other 2 days?
I'm relaxing.
What are you doing?
I'm resting up.
Right. With your feet elevated because your ankles are swollen.
Oh, they actually are. You have no idea.
Well, I mean, cut some hair. I mean, God. Why are you working so hard, Howard?
I'm not, actually.
You got $100 million. The rest of us are running around trying to sign an autograph.
In other words, your point is it isn't about the money. You enjoy working.
Listen, this book is sensitive.
All right, the book is called Shatner Rules.
The record is unbelievable.
Shatner Rules. Your guy.
I don't believe it. That's how unbelievable it is.
What don't you believe?
What don't you believe?
He said it was unbelievable, so I'm agreeing with him.
Bill Shatner's new book, Shatner Rules, your guide to understanding the Shatner-verse, so to speak, and the world at large, is in stores October 4th.
It drops.
It drops.
And that's exactly
with a thud.
And what drops, Howard, what drops October the 11th?
Bill's new album, Seeking Major Tom, hits stores October 11th. I haven't heard any of the tracks, but it does.
How come we're not playing tracks?
I don't have it.
You don't have it yet, but it's coming out. It'll be out there in the next few days.
Well, will you come in and sing a song
I'm
for
coming
us?
to New York. I'm coming to New York to do publicity for it, and you'll drop a song.
And I don't think George will be here.
I don't think I'll come then.
You want to be here when George is here.
I got to be there when George is.
Right. Well, let me just tell you, I'll update you on George since you guys never talked. George just got back from the 𝗦𝗵cie coast. He went on a romantic 2 weeks with his husband, Brad.
Oh, Oh, great. That's the gentleman he married without inviting me.
Right.
That's right.
You did get an invitation, Brad. Bill.
See, now there...
And you made a big issue of it.
Talking about.
And by the way, Bill,
He's confusing me with Brad, and that's the problem.
And would you have ever made love to William Shatner if he that he was gay?
I love him. I said on the air publicly, I love Bill Shatner.
Yes, but
Bill said publicly on the air that he thinks I have a psychosis.
All right.
Yes. Well,
yes.
I think that hasn't got much to do with love. You can love a person with a psychosis.
Well, there's something wrong with that person then.
I'm not saying I'm not psychotic. I'm saying you're psychotic.
Bill, also, the TV comedy, The Shit My Dad Says, was canceled. What happened there?
I don't know. We had 11 million people watching. We were in the top 20.
That's a hit.
I think that the things that CBS had to do with 2.5 Men, and by the way, I'm doing the roast, the Charlie Sheen roast on Monday. I'm appearing on the roast. It's very, very funny.
It's funny, but it's sort of sad, isn't it?
Well, I didn't get a feeling of sadness there. He was up and at him, and they had some really fun people to mock him. And
you know what? But Bill, seriously, in your career, you've been very wise. When you latch onto something good, you go with it. You milk it. You did.
Well, that's showbiz. You never know when the next successful.
You're right, and you're grateful for when you get a hit show because you know how difficult it is.
Yep.
Do you look at a young punk like Charlie Sheen and go, you know what, son, you pissed away a great opportunity. Do you want to just shake this guy?
Well,
honestly,
I think a lot of people wanted to shake Charlie. He's very talented. He's a personable guy. He comes from a wonderful theatrical family, if you will. And, he got caught up. But there's a crazy intelligence there somewhere that, even when he was on his tirades, he was having fun and he was coining phrases, and we still talk about it. And so, yeah, he had an opportunity. He was there 8 years. I presume he saved some money. I mean, he was being paid so much.
Right. But when you see a guy like that spin out of control, you know that it's like, you know what, you should count your blessings sometimes and say, wow, I'm a lucky guy. And a lot of people in show business would give their left arm for a job like that.
And the left thing that dangles between their legs.
That's right. And so you sat there and you roasted him. Now, what do? They write jokes for you and you sit there and read them?
That's a terrible way of putting it. First of all, you're standing.
Right.
Essentially, they write material and you deliver it. I had Michael Tyson on my left and Steve-O on my right when I was sitting on the desk. I had more damn fun.
And Mike Tyson a reasonable guy, or?
Oh, we started discussing philosophy on the dais in front of 1,000 people.
I would have liked to have heard that.
Oh, that was an incredible conversation. I would love to have talked to him.
We have a lot to catch up on because I haven't seen you in a while. Someone told me this in 2011, this year. You and your wife returned home from a trip, and someone had poisoned your dog. Or dogs.
Somebody hadn't. It was the help that had put down poison for the snails, and we can't have poison on the ground. So the gardeners know that they got to do green stuff and take care of snails with the green. Somehow, this person had sprinkled snail poison to get rid of snails, and the dogs ate it. Yes, my dogs were poisoned, and happenstance was I was landing at the very moment they were being brought into an emergency hospital. I was landing in LAX. I rushed over there, and in a couple of days, with their intensive care, we saved both dogs.
Oh, you did?
That's wonderful.
Someone told me you originally reported to the police that you suspected George Takei did this.
I didn't think George would use poison. I think George would.
I love you too much.
Spill his seed all over my.
Do you seriously? That's a very traumatic thing, actually.
Oh my God, my dogs are my wife and I. Our dogs are our kids. I mean, it was horrible.
And you know what else I learned about you? I didn't know you were very close with Sandra Bullock and Jesse James. Those are your good friends.
I was at their wedding.
How does that happen?
How do you know
them?
Is your question?
No, how do you know? How do you have such a close relationship with them?
Are you friends with Jesse or Sandra?
Both of them are my closest bosom friends. I don't have any better friends than Jesse and Sandra.
Is that true?
No.
Oh, but
I did 2 movies with Sandra.
Right.
I see. So you were invited to the wedding.
Yeah. I didn't know Jesse, and you talk about pissed opportunity, but you more than anyone knows what it's like to be can conceive what it's like to be in somebody else's motorcycle boots. You don't know what the dynamics are and what each personality is doing.
I'm sure you said to yourself at the wedding, even these two don't belong together. If ever there was a mismatch.
At first glance, no, it doesn't seem like it. But who knows what Sandra's thinking? This intense guy, bad boy. I mean, how attractive that must have been. She was deeply in love with him, as I'm sure he was with her, because she's a very lovable person.
Bill, this new album you did, do you feel a connection to these songs, or does a producer come to you and say...
No, you have to understand, Seeking Major Tom is my idea of what happened to Major Tom from Space Oddity. What happened to Major Tom when he stepped out of that capsule? And I believe he walked on the moon. I believe he thought about his wife through Rocket Man, and she became, she blinded me with science. He's a space cowboy. He goes to heaven in the Sinatra song. He goes to hell with Iron Man. I mean, it's a monumental record that is going to knock you off your socks. What?
It's a concept album.
It's a concept album with 20 songs that I think are stupendous.
I'm just wondering if Bill picks these songs or some producer. I'm assuming.
Whose idea was this?
Yeah, whose idea was this?
Mine.
Really?
Good, bad, or indifferent. If you laugh at it, it's my problem. If you love it the way I think you will, it's my advantage.
Did you set fire to your principal's car in high school? That's the true story?
Yes.
Were you an angry man?
Well, he strapped the hell out of me. That's the time when they had, and this is all in the book, which is Drops October 4th. It's called...
Where are you right now, by the way? Where are you right now? Where are you right now?
I'm in a hotel room in Toronto.
With your wife?
Yes,
What is she wearing?
She's wearing a silk negligee, and her long golden hair spills gently across her shoulders.
Did you make love to your wife last night in Toronto?
I never not make love to my wife one way or another.
No, the reason I bring it up is George was saying earlier that him and Brad...
That's bad English.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm correcting myself. Brad and George make love only once a week on Sunday.
Well,
it's only blowjobs.
What else?
Well, there's anal.
Have been described. You and I went into the homo room and we began to talk.
That's true. But seriously,
that's good for
is your love life still...
It's good for his prostate. No, I don't have any trouble with my prostate either.
How often do you and your beautiful wife make love?
So, I mean, it is uncountable. Sometimes as quickly as a rabbit might. You know what lions do on the veldt?
No, is the love making as much as it used to be, or
more passionate and more loving and?
I'm glad to hear that.
And sweeter. That's what beautiful love is, Howard. These are things I need.
I'm glad that you and George have that in your life. I really am.
Well, I'm sorry that you don't.
I do.
Well, there you are.
I didn't say I didn't.
How many times do you make love to your wife?
I make love to my wife as often as possible, but I masturbated last night.
Well, wait a minute. That is what, once a month?
I masturbated to babysitter porn last night. I'll be honest.
Well, that's not good for your wife.
You still masturbate, George?
Yes.
You do. How often?
Just when I, get the...
George, you're tongue-tied.
Well, what about you, Bill?
And that's
Bill,
because he made love to Brad.
Bill, do you still masturbate?
I can't find it.
Bill's new book, Mr. William Shatner, I should say. The new book. Before I go into the plug, why did you burn down your principal would strap you?
Yeah, in those days, if you did something wrong, they'd ask you to hold out your hand, and they'd lay into you with a rubber strap. So my little group of people were so antagonized, we wanted revenge.
And the police never arrested you for this?
They didn't know I did it.
Wow. Isn't that something?
So you're turning yourself in. It's because the statute of limitations has run out.
The police are all dead of old age.
And the principal, when you burned down his car, was it the satisfaction that you really were after?
He was raised to sainthood somewhere along the line.
No, but seriously, did you get satisfaction from it?
I think we lit a little fire and it didn't catch, and we just ran away. So.
All right, I was saying you're some badass. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Listen, Bill. Let me just say this: William Shatner's new book, Shatner Rules: Your Guide to Understanding the Shatnerverse and the World at Large, is in stores October 4th.
The power of saying yes.
Now, what do you mean by that?
Yeah.
What do you say yes to?
Look, here's a perfect opportunity. Years ago, uncountable years ago, somebody said, "Be on the Howard Stern show." And I was warned not to go. I mean, it's terrible. He'll rip you apart. When I said yes. In that time, Robin, you were there.
Yes.
Over the years, 20 years. It's been a lot more. It's been a long, long time you and I have known each other. What would have happened if I had said no? All this, and this morning would have not have happened.
In other words, sometimes being open-minded and saying yes to a new opportunity can lead to something.
Exactly, and even if it doesn't, to leave yourself open to life is positive. To say no and enclose yourself in, and that's the tendency as you get older, is the wrong idea. And my book, in a humorous and insightful way, tries to say that.
So this is a philosophy book. In other words, your take on life, what you've learned in your years.
But it's also a funny book.
Yeah, and yet, with all of this philosophy, you and George can't get together.
And somehow you can't say yes to an apology.
George. Right.
What are you talking about?
You got an invitation, and you made up a story just because you had your talk show coming, and you went up and down the media saying that I didn't send you an invitation, which is a blatant falsehood.
All right, if you say so, George.
I was amused by you.
Well, that's great. I seek to amuse people, and if I'm amusing, that's great.
I love that you guys have like a feud because you know what? Everything's a little too perfect in your lives. You know what I mean? It's just kind of nice.
We're human. There's no perfection.
And I think George will like both the record and the book. And if he comes,
will you read the book, George?
Well, Brad might drop it on me.
On your head while you're there.
Bill might drop it on you. But anyway, so Bill.
Yes.
Mr. Shatner, come see us when you're in town, please.
Howard, we'll do it again in person. I love to visit you. And I'll be in New York doing publicity for all this as well, and I'll look forward to seeing you in person.
And we will talk about your father who didn't want you to become an actor. We will talk about your lonely days in high school. We'll talk about how you were bullied and how lonely you were.
Now, if George knew all these things, he might have some compassion.
Well, George can learn about
sympathy for him.
in Shatner Rules.
And I'm interested in your philosophy.
Well, let's talk about it.
All right. Very good. All right. Thanks for calling.
George, hello, and pleasure to talk to you. The two of you guys, I can't wait to see you in early October.
And I can't wait.
You are genuine. Yes, you are the real, genuine Bill.
What is it, Gary?
Hey, all the guys in the office wanted to know if you would ask them about the Schwarzenegger story.
Oh, yeah. Hey, yeah, I got to ask you about that. I almost forgot. Here's the story I heard.
Yeah.
You were somewhere having breakfast or lunch. I don't know what it was.
That's true.
Okay. You were having breakfast and lunch. Arnold Schwarzenegger was at a table.
That's right. How do you know all this?
Because I read about it.
How the heck did you?
But this is crazy. William Shatner goes up to say hello to Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yes. He was excited to say hello. You know how people in show business will do that, even though they
He does it. I've seen him working at a restaurant. He goes up and talks to anybody who's famous.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger blew off William Shatner. Like,
how?
Treated him like shit.
Really? No.
Yeah.
He did. I don't wonder where you read that.
I read it all over the place, actually. And that Arnold Schwarzenegger afterwards had a conversation with his son, and he goes, who the hell was that?
Oh,
well, he might have said that. He might have said that.
And the guy goes, Dad, that's the captain. It's William Shatner. And he listed all your TV credits, everything. And Arnold goes, I don't know who that is.
Oh,
and
it's possible. Why not? I mean, he doesn't know anything about politics. Why would he know something about me?
I know Arnold Schwarzenegger. I've had many conversations with him.
Really? It must have been a very slow-paced conversation.
Bill, what happened? What is the truth of what happened there?
Well, the area was an area I used to take my girls, my own children, lo these many years ago. Well, it turns out that my grandchildren and my kids and Elizabeth and I all went to the same place the other week. It was a magical place where I took my kids. I'm taking my grandkids, and we're sitting around eating, and over at the next table is Arnold and his family. They're doing the same thing. It's like a family place. So after my kids left, they went their way. Lizzie and I were going home. I dropped over to the table and said, hello.
Yeah, Bill Shatner.
Yeah, and he kind of vaguely, I thought he might not have recognized me. It didn't blow me off. He shook my head, hello, and then I went my way. But for you to know that story is like, I'm trying to think of
how many of his kids were at the table?
Arnold's?
Yeah.
Well, he had his son there, and they were separated by about a yard. I mean, you're sitting beside your son, and you're separated by a yard. I thought that was strange. Yeah. And as I was leaving, 3 or 4 very muscular guys carrying food were on their way back to that table. I sort of looked behind me as they joined him, and that was all that took place. Now, how the heck do you know that?
Because it was in the newspaper, and
but who could have reported that? Everything.
Gary, where do we read that? It was crazy. And then what it said in the paper, what the point of the story was that Arnold, I guess they had Arnold's conversation with his son afterwards. I guess someone overheard it.
No, we got it from a kid that was sitting at the next table, blocked the whole thing.
Oh, right.
Sitting at the next table?
Some
kid witnessed the whole thing and blogged it.
Oh, for God's sake.
And he blogged the conversation afterwards, and it was terribly awkward, they said, where Arnold was like, I don't know.
No, it wasn't. It was a guy's, I thought, there's Arnold Schwarzenegger. I've met him on 1 or 2 occasions, as many as I've met George, I think, and I went over just to say hello.
Can I tell you something?
That didn't penetrate.
But it seems like it was sort of weird, because I never ever go over to somebody's table. The one time I did, I was with my wife. We're at a restaurant, and who's sitting there? Heath Ledger at the time with his wife. And so I was a big fan of his performance in Batman, where he played the Joker, you remember, and I thought he was great in Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, he was.
And, my wife's there, and I wanted to be a big shot. I wanted to, she goes, oh, don't you know him? I go,
play that game.
I don't know him, but I know Michelle Williams. She was on my show, and I could go over and say hello, but I don't do that kind of thing. She goes, oh, it'd be great just to tell him what we thought of, Brokeback Mountain. I go, what the fuck? Let me go do this. Well, I walk over. This guy shoots me a look like I'm interrupting his dinner. I felt like the biggest jack-off on the planet. And I was like, oh, my God, this guy gave me the blow-off in front of my then-girlfriend. And I'm like, I must look like such a tool.
Well, no,
I was embarrassed.
Well, yes, but that's a good experience for you because it happens so rarely.
No, I would never do it again.
Well, the thing that is appalling to me is this took place in 5 seconds. Hello, Mr. Schwarzenegger, how are you? and he sticks out a hand, and I thought, well, you know, he's overwhelmed with sorrow anyway, and dulled by the events, and I just went on my way. I think I was alone because the kids had gone off. Liz had gone to buy ice cream for them, and I was going to get the car. I was alone.
So it didn't affect you in an emotional way, like where you said, "Oh my God,
No, but in the privacy of the car, when my wife came to the car as we were leaving, I said to her in the privacy of the car, "This is what happened," and exactly what you've just described. I explained to her. That's the only verbal explanation of what happened, and for you to tell me that this whole event, it was on the blog,
right,
is like, I mean, I don't want to get out of this hotel room.
I know people are watching everything, but you know what? It's really true though. I find those kinds of things embarrassing because I think because you're in show business, you expect that someone is going to give you a certain conversation. And then when they don't, you feel like a dick.
Well, I think that you usually get a pretty decent reception when you walk up to people, right,
Bill? Why are you conditioning a pretty decent? Why not say
warm, an enthusiastic and warm reception?
Listen, I don't go. I got to tell you something. I don't go up to anybody. I have been at parties. I remember the first time I was at a party in Hollywood, and Rod Stewart was sitting there with his then wife, the blonde, Rachel Hunter. And they said, oh, and he's maybe 5 feet away from, I don't know, 20 feet away from me, something like that. Someone walks up and goes, Rod Stewart would like to meet with you. Why don't you come over here? I go, well, I'm not going anywhere. Let him get off his fat ass.
That's a new one.
I said, tell him to come over here and meet with me. I mean, and then one time that happened, I think, with Britney Spears. I was talking to someone. I was at a Grammy party. Miss Britney Spears would like to meet you. I said, well, tell her to come on over.
That's hysterical.
Have you ever seen that?
No, I've never heard. That's a new one.
So that's why I stay to myself. I'm not looking to bother anyone. The one time I did it was a disaster.
Well, I've seen Bill, as I said, in a restaurant, and he walked right up to Tom Selleck and said, hey, I'm William Shatner. And they had a lovely conversation.
Really?
Tom and I are, but I know Tom for some years.
Well, I just witnessed you going up and saying hello.
So with the philosophy of your book,
I would have gone up and said hello.
But Bill, with the philosophy of your book, so you're saying that's saying yes to say you had a thought.
But that's exactly right. That's exactly right. If, for example, this very incident could have been a small chapter in rather than saying I'm not going up there, I'm not going to visit him, I'm retreating. What the hell? What difference does it make whether he recognized me or not? I don't give a shit. You know.
Yes, but don't you think saying yes in certain instances you could be a nudge? In other words, like sometimes your fans.
Be a nudge. You're going to be an idiot. You're going to make an ass of yourself.
So you encouraging your fans to just walk up to you when you're eating dinner?
No.
Should they say yes to meeting you?
Stay away. I'll be very rude. But what I am encouraging people to do is to say yes to opportunity.
Right.
And I got an honorary degree from McGill recently, and part of the speech, the last few lines, were I was encouraging the students to take their own path and not to be afraid of making asses of themselves. I said, don't be afraid of making an ass of yourself. I do it all the time, and look what I got.
Yeah, but don't you know that advice can sometimes go haywire in the wrong hands? Because some people have no ability to know when they should not say yes.
Of course, and that's the chance you take, and that's what's going to happen. But like walking and falling, you got to get up and keep going.
William Shatner's new book is Shatner Rules: Your Guide to Understanding the Shatnerverse and the World at Large. It's in stores October 4th, or drops, as Bill says. And Bill's new album, Seeking Major Tom, hits stores October 11th. Thanks, Bill.
Thank you, man.
The great Bill Shatner.
George, thanks for talking to me.
You take care.
Live
long and prosper.
Bye, Bill.
Get enthusiastic, Robin.
I will.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
Well, there's your boyfriend, Bill Shatner.
He's living long.
Yep.
And prospering.
You know what? I wanted to ask him. You know, Leonard announced that this last convention was his last one.
Right.
Well, Bill ain't giving that up.
Not $95 an autograph.
No. He was embarrassed, I think, by that, right, George?
He never fessed up to it.
No.
Never did.
No.
Well, he does it, and I can vouch for that. I might even blog about that.
Is it true that he charges $500 for a personal experience with him?
You know, these convention organizers know the really fanatical, devout fans with some money. And so they charge not only for these private sessions with Bill Shatner, but backstage passes where, you know, they just mill around backstage and they pay like $200 or $300.
Oh, yeah.
If I want a personal experience with you, what do they charge?
If you want to have a personal experience with me?
Yeah.
Oh, thousands.
No, seriously. No, seriously. But
well, you're having one right now.
It's fabulous, I can't tell you. Well, look. It's
no,
fantastic.
that is the genuine one. I believe. This was the real one.
Yeah,
but
that was William Shatner.
Don't think you're going to pull my leg again with
Never. Do you remember actual dialogue when you do a show like Star Trek years ago? Does the dialogue stay with you, or you forget it right after you do it?
There are some dialogue that people keep reminding you that you said it.
And you don't have any recollection of it?
Oh, no, I have recollection because I did say it.
Oh, okay.
Target that explosion and fire.
Right.
Really?
So you don't, but you don't retain all this stuff. When you go on set, is the worst mistake an actor can make not to be prepared with his lines?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, it's valuable, precious time. There are, 100 people on the set there, all the crew people.
Have you seen that, where a guy will come on set and he doesn't know his lines?
I have. Or they're so nervous that they can't get it out.
Oh, I see. Oh, well, that you could excuse.
That you can excuse.
But not to know your lines.
Very unprofessional not to have done your homework.
So what do? Does the director pull them aside and say, "Listen, you didn't do your homework. What is this?"
Well, you know, they need to work with a guy because they need to get the show done. So he tries to coddle them and say, "Well, you know, this is a situation, and this is what you want, or this is what you don't want," and. You know,
it's possible, though, in a long monologue, you could forget a line, and you'll excuse that once, maybe twice, but not on a consistent basis, right?
If it's a key line and it's a important role, they're usually cast with professionals who are professionals.
Shatner always came prepared?
Shatner was good at, when he really, wasn't sure of some line, he knew how to improvise.
So that he'd get through it.
Yeah, with the appropriate kind of words.
Is that unprofessional to improvise because the other actor is waiting for a cue?
Right.
So you're calling him unprofessional?
Well, it is not a professional thing to do, but he pulls it off. He pulls off a lot of things.
He gets away with murder.
Like it's professional, if you have...
Do the other actors sit there and roll their eyes if you're on set with a guy and he doesn't know his line? Do you just sit there and go, oh, this is going to be a long day?
There are scenes where the shirt gets torn off and we roll our eyes. Bill liked to expose himself.
Oh, really? Because he was in good shape and he'd show his chest.
He was in better shape.
He knew the sex symbol thing was working for him.
Yeah.
So if he tore off his shirt, that meant they had to go get him another shirt, and that would drag out the day.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And
the eyes would roll.
because
you see...
because it wasn't written in the script for him to rip off his shirt. And so...
Well, I think he got them to write it in.
I see.
And so we knew that. And so we would,
Would he do things like, I think I'll rip off my shirt here?
Yeah, was it unscripted sometimes? Was it sometimes unscripted and he would just rip off his shirt?
Did you see that show with, that was a spoof on Star Trek?
Yeah.
What was that? What was it
the
called?
movie?
Galaxy Quest?
Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
Great, yes.
There's a scene where Tim, what's his name?
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen gets his shirt torn off, and Sigourney Weaver rolls her eyes. We recognize that.
Oh, really?
It was a documentary for us. It wasn't.
I didn't know Bill used to rip his shirt off, though.
You weren't watching Star Trek.
No, I watched it all the time. I just didn't know that he would do it even unexpectedly, like, and just cause.
No, I think he talked to the powers that be.
I'll rip my shirt off here.
Yeah.
He wasn't that built that he should be ripping his shirt off.
He wasn't. No. He was rather fleshy.
I remember the episode where he was fighting that reptile thing.
Rex.
And he had his shirt off almost the entire episode.
And did he look great to you?
No.
No. But that was the fun part of it. To let us watch his flesh shiver.
I remember in one episode you had your shirt off, though, but you were ripped.
I worked out.
Yeah, you were doing the sword fighting thing.
The fencing foil.
Fencing, yeah. Good for you.
Only one episode where I got to take my shirt off.
Right. All oiled. You were oiled down, too, if I remember correctly.
No, that was genuine perspiration.
Perspiration.
Because I was, rehearsing in between.
Right. Wow.
But that was...
Bill should do that in every role, even today. Like, just take his shirt off.
Keep taking his shirt off.
Yeah, right. I'd watch that.
Maybe that's why the show got canceled. He was suggesting that he take his shirt off.
Meanwhile, I was doing the math. Bill's got to be about 80 years old now.
He is 80.
Wow.
Exactly 80.
He's in pretty good shape for an 80-year-old guy.
Yeah, and pretty energetic.
Yeah.
I've seen
yes, he is.
Leonard Nimoy is the same age.
Is that right?
Announced that he's retiring.
He's retiring.
Yeah, but Leonard seems 80. You know what I mean? He looks tired.
Bill looks good.
But Leonard's got those big fake teeth. He's got like white, like he should age his teeth a little bit, right?
Yeah.
They're too white.
He used to smoke a lot.
I see.
And I guess it didn't look too good.
Right. Because he's got like the teeth of a 20-year-old. And he's, he's 80 years old.
Well, there was a point where he looked like he had Soviet dentistry.
Oh, God.
And then he somehow got a free pass to America, and they gave him teeth.
Got American teeth.
So he was on
who do you think will be the last original left from this series? Do you think you? I think you'll be last man standing.
I am the youngest.
Yeah.
I mean, in chronologically.
How old's Leonard?
How old's Chekhov?
Chekhov is a year older than me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Walter Koenig.
He's in pretty good shape, Chekhov.
He's not in very good shape.
He's bad health? No kidding. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I didn't know that.
Not bad health, but,
Just not in great shape.
Yeah.
You mean depressed from the death of his son?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, who can blame him for that?
Yeah.
Fred could console him.
Why don't we send Fred?
Right.
That's what he...
Fred, you're needed.
You're the go-to guy. How's Uhura holding up? Isn't she young?
Nichelle is a little bit older than Walter, but she is an elegant lady.
So you're the youngest. I think Nimoy's in the next to go. What do you think?
Oh, don't say that.
What do you
I don't think about any of them going.
Well, I don't either, but I got a handicap. What do you
I was
think?
having dinner with DeForest Kelly.
Yeah.
And,
he might be the next.
You're talking about Bones.
He's gone.
Oh.
No, he's dead. Yeah.
But he was the one that...
How did you have dinner with him if he's dead?
We did a convention, and we decided to stay over another night. We didn't want to catch, a 9 o'clock flight and fly all night long.
So when did you have dinner with him?
So we had dinner that night, and he was starting to speculate like that. Who's
the next to go?
And he said, because I'm the youngest, I'll probably be the one to go first.
And then he went.
Ironically.
Yeah.
If you are the last man standing, you know what you're going to get at those conventions? You're probably going to rake in. You're going to get Bill Shatner money. You're going to get $500,
$600. $180 a photo.
Yes, $180 a photo.
Well, I
lock yourself up because they're going to be worth a lot of money. Those photos.
With the Green Berets, I had a kind of a weird experience. I went to a party, and the room was, I walked in, and the room was filled with people, and I saw Aldo Ray at the other end of the room. And so
Aldo Ray.
who was in the Green Berets, and I waved at him, and he waved back, and he started working his way through the crowd toward me. And, I was ready to give him a hug and say, Aldo, great to see you. He says, George, thank God you're alive. I said, what a way to be greeted. And then he started ticking off all the people in Green Berets that had passed.
You are the last one left, I think, from Green Beret.
Because, about a couple of years after that, I saw Aldo's name.
I see.
On the obituary.
Right.
Hey, so let's
Everybody's
say...
still here from Private Parts?
Yeah. Let's see, what if we have, we've got you, we've got Uhura. I'm talking about the main players now.
Yeah.
We've got...
Walter.
I think Harry Mudd is dead, right? Harry Mudd is
Well,
dead.
he wasn't a main player.
I know, I'm just
the
pointing out.
kid that played Kirk's son, Merritt Buttrick, is gone.
So we got Kirk. How much longer do you think Shatner's going to hold on? He's in good shape.
Yeah, he's a relentless guy. I
Right.
mean, he's driven.
He might not die at all.
He has that determination, that will,
Right.
I think he's going to be around.
You know what it is? He doesn't want you getting more Star Trek. So, do you think Nimoy's the next?
He's very competitive.
Do you think Nimoy's the next one? I would guess. What do you think?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
Nimoy or Chekhov is what you're hinting at. Which one?
You say Uhura's doing okay.
Yeah, she's doing fine.
Wouldn't it be interesting if George started bumping them all off?
So he could be the last one.
Right. I'll take 3 phone calls, and then I got to take a break. Yeah, Balls.
Yeah, I want to ask George, would he be upset if Brad found out he masturbated thinking of another celebrity?
Thinking of another celebrity?
Yes.
Well, I do think of people. No, I've not. Well, here I am on the air.
Would Brad be upset if he found out that you were with other, thinking about other people?
I guess you will be now that I've talked about it on this.
What celebrity do you think about?
I think I'll keep it private.
Oh, God.
Well, why not honor?
Well, I mean, you got this much out of me.
But George, why
I'm
not
so
honor
unguarded.
But George, why not honor that person by telling the world who you think about?
Well,
Brad Pitt.
No, yeah, but particularly after Jason.
Stratham?
Ellis here.
Jason Ellis.
Jason Ellis, yes. So you have masturbated thinking about Jason Ellis?
I have.
Wow.
Good for you. All right. Listen.
Well, having, had that tactile experience.
Do you ever masturbate?
You can ruin a person's life, can't you?
Do you ever masturbate?
I have to go home after this.
Do you ever think about Tony Bennett?
Yes, I do, but not when I'm masturbating. I just, I love his music. I love his voice.
Yes, Gary.
Have you ever done it to anybody on the show?
What?
Have you ever masturbated to anybody on the show, like Howard or Fred or Benji or Artie or me or Will?
My wife.
Oh, he's laughing.
Oh, wow. Well,
Let's
who was
hear
it?
this.
Well, no. You think I'll fess that up here?
You have.
You're turning red, George. Come on.
What about?
No, it's the son, the Italian son.
Did you ever beat off to Will?
That's a yes.
You did?
I haven't said a thing.
No, seriously, have you beaten off to Will?
Well, he's got a new son, I hear.
Right.
Congratulations to him.
But did you ever beat off to his image? I know a lot of guys.
And incidentally, the Italian sun is very warming. It's a very hot.
Very good. All right.
What about Jared? I bet you.
Do you know Jared?
The sun just got redder on his face.
He's on the sun.
George, is there anyone you don't masturbate to? All right. Let me take a break. We'll talk to Tony Bennett.
Thank you.
Right after these words.
Interesting revelation on the show today.
What's that?
Well, it didn't fully come out, but it was implied that George has fantasized about you.
Masturbated, yes. Stroked himself.
I didn't know where that was.
To me.
I imagine this is an honor and not something to be disgusted about.
A little bit of both, I would say.
Well, I could see if one of us said it to you, What? One of your peers, if one of us admitted that to you, I could see you being disgusted. But George is a celebrity, a legend.
It's like, Fred's brother-in-law.
I guess.
A man who appreciates handsome men. So how could you not take this as a compliment?
It's still creepy thinking about him rubbing himself, fantasizing about sticking his dick in my ass.
During one of the
face fucking me, whatever he was doing in his dream.
That's what I was going to get to, because you mentioned the Howard earlier. I wonder what's going on in these fantasies. What am I doing? You've had some time to think about that. What do you think your role is in these fantasies? What do you see yourself doing, wearing?
Well, I see, George has stayed back and the show has ended. George has stayed back in the studio to, gather his things. I come into the studio to help organize my notes and get everything ready, prepped for the next day. And I'm working over the Howard's console. And I don't see George in there. Maybe George is behind where he usually sits. And all of a sudden, I feel my pants dropping from behind me. And then he takes me from behind. And I bleed all over the studio.
George, you were really hitting it off with Tony Bennett.
Then he grabs me by the hair, pushes me on the floor, and shoots a load all over my face. And forces me to eat it. Not that I thought about this at all before. Not that I have any desire for this to happen. I just creep myself out.
You just creep me out. I'm sorry I asked this question. George.
Yes.
About your relationship with Mr. Bill Shatner. Will there ever be a détente in this this very chaotic situation?
Well, it takes two to tango.
Right.
And I'm ready to tango. But he always keeps popping up with one new issue after other, which, gets him attention. I mean, we sent him an invitation to our wedding, but he had a need to have some kind of issue to attract the media's attention. So he claims that he never got an invitation, and he rants and raves and calls me all sorts of names about it, And so I said, when the press gave to me, we did send him an invitation, and his ranting and raving is just amusing to us. Everybody else came, and he could have come too, but then he goes on, again, he had something else happening, and he says